Till I got mine. Here we go. Let me make sure. Okay. Make sure everything is tied up. I think everything is tied up. Here we go. Here we go. Everything is tied up. This light is sick. Maybe I should take my hair down. I'm putting this shit out. Let people know I'm live on Instagram. Well, I got my shirt on the wrong way. That's fine. Gotta get you out of my head. You hurt me so bad. Why does this hair look so funny? Does it go on this side? Should I put it this side? Maybe it's this side. Since I got bad lighting, I gotta buy them all them lights like everybody else had them good lights. I got bad lighting. Oof. Let me let everybody know I'm on. Why do I feel like I'm catching temperature? Here we go. Black China gets face, Fuller's dissolves. Look at the video. I hate when girls get work done in their face and they get it taken out, and then they end up looking worse. I guess if you got money, you do whatever you want. It's funny, her mother looked just like her. She looks just like her mother. That's what's crazy. How could you look just like your mother? Your mother talks about you like a dog. Like, who does that? I'm supposed to be done went on. This got bad lighting. This lighting is horrible. Then again, I could have put some makeup on. Come on, arms. How to get you out of my head. Okay, we go. What time is this now? Guess my pressure's up too high. Go live. You're live on Instagram. What is this thing doing? What is this thing doing? Is this paint? Oh, okay. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Nova. Is that here? I think it's here. I'm on live on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. This tastes like pure juice. There's no liquor in this at all. It tastes like pure water, probably. It tastes like water. I mean, now it tastes a little better, but not much better. Did you want to come on live with me, Nova? Because I know you be up here. I know you going through something as usual. Hey, Samantha. Hey, 3000. What's up, boo? Hey, Kimberly. What's going on? I'm definitely not gonna keep my hair like this. This is definitely on the past. I'm definitely not keeping my hair like this. It's funny because I'm so frickle. Oh my God, baby, you look. Oh, thank you. I don't feel amazing. I feel like I look a mess. I'm hating his hair. And hi Samantha. I'm hating the hair, and I'm supposed to take the back and comb it out. Child. What's up, 3000? Where you been? Oh, where you look. Thank you, Kimberly. Hey, Nova. I'm okay, sweetie. How are you? I need to, you know what it is, Kimberly? I need to start wearing makeup. That's the problem. I don't be wearing makeup. I need to start putting some makeup on. But until I get out of this depression. I've been too depressed. I got my shirt on the wrong way. Child. Nova, you still out there on a rampage with people? You still mad at the world? 2023 is not my year. Child, I was able to finally move. Oof. God bless you, 3000. Kimberly, I cannot wear makeup. I want to be like the rest of the girls that's girly with the lashes and the makeup and the nails. I just can't be consistent. Because as soon as I forget, I don't went back to me looking like a bum. I like looking like a bum. Uh-oh, somebody wants to come on. I like looking like a bum. I got my curly hair, but I haven't done it yet. This is how it's supposed to go, but the lighting is so bad. The lighting is so bad. Ow! So, the lighting is so bad in this thing. You know I made it. Y'all know I made this as usual. You know I'm always making something. Um, oh yeah, Popeye's chicken. All right, Deshaun. I'm not mad at you. Let me put my glasses on. I'm blind as hell. I don't like this hair, but I'm gonna keep it in for a little bit. Like a little bit as in tonight. And probably tomorrow I'll be gone. I'll leave it in for tonight. Tomorrow it's gone. I always think it's funny when girls be like, they be thinking this is my real hair. I'm like, child, they know damn well we see them tracks on, we see that wig on your head. I mean, I do, child. This girl in the store today, I'm sitting looking at her. I'm looking at her hair instead of looking at her like, I don't see nothing nobody's hair because people be like, I told this one girl, I was like, your hair looks nice. She said, this a wig. I was like, okay. She's like, you know what's a wig, child? I'm black, child. I know what it is. It's a compliment. You're supposed to say thank you. Us black people, we know what wigs look like. Some of them are undetectable, but many of them are not. You tell us everywhere you go, everybody thinks you're real, and some people probably do. But I ain't never seen a wig. I couldn't tell it was a wig. It wasn't a wig. Child. But it is what it is. Now I have seen girls here. I thought it was a weave and it was actually a wig. I mean, I thought it was a wig and actually it was a weave. How's everybody doing today? How are you, Deshaun 3000, Kimberly? Who else came in? Nova. Nova, Nova, I added you, but you didn't come on. You know the thing about child molestation, and then when I say this, I'm talking about the ones who become adults. I watch this little pattern, like what you sent me, Deshaun. That's like, okay, I'm gonna say me. Suppose I was young, once upon a time I was, and I was messing with a. Okay, let's say this. I messed with a boy. I'm 6 years old. I messed with a boy that's 10 years old. Now he's 10 years old, and he's more mature, and I'm 7 years old. Then I'm pushing upon. He grabs me, he grinds on me, he takes my clothes down, he has sex with me, and this is a weird slippy slope. So him and I been having sex, and I'm 7, he's 10, working me here. So when I become an adult, I'll say he molested me because he was older. Is it? And this is the thing I'm noticing happen. So even though we both had sex, even though I wanted it, he wanted it, we did it. Now that I'm an adult, I'm gonna say, "Oh, he molested me. I was too young. He should have known better." I noticed this pattern. I'm like, well, we both were kids, like we was babies, but since he was, oh, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. I know two brothers that went through this, and his brother hated him. But you was in your brother's bed, you liked it, you loved it, but now you older, you was like, oh, we shouldn't have did it. You molested me. It's so weird how this thing works. I'm healing from some long-term trauma that was talking about me. I'm just trying. Me too, 3000. It doesn't matter what I think honestly. I'm not God and don't answer to me, to your action. Some goes to me, asking me about my opinion about it makes me sad. Oh, really? That girl was 31, he was 13. Well, what girl you talking about? I don't really focus on that stuff because the thing about it is, it's a lot of lying going on. It's same thing with the Bill Cosby thing. It's a whole lot of lying. It's a whole lot of lying. Like if you and me go out somewhere, Deshaun, and we drink it together, and then you get high, and then all of a sudden you fall out, and then we no, and this happens a lot. Like if you and I met each other at a bar, we end up drinking and stuff. We went to bed, we had sex. The next day we wake up, I say, "You molested me. You gave me a drink, and it got me drunk." And I'm, child. The friends I used to hang out with, we be like, "What you got in the bag?" We get drunk together. We get high together. It was no such thing as, "Oh, you drugged me, you molested me." Like this is new stuff. Everything is molestation. So it's so weird that that's why the guys don't even want to bother with the girls because everything is rape. Like everything is rape. If you and I want to test out different stuff, getting high, all of a sudden we have sex because we got. That's the same thing happened with a trans man and a female, a trans man and a trans woman. They went out together, they hung out together, they got drunk, and they had sex. So the trans man and the trans woman had sex, but the trans man was upset because he felt as though she shouldn't have sex with him because he's a trans man. But while they both was drunk, they was in there fucking. But now that he became awake to what he did, now he's raped. Like, make it make sense. Then you post stuff all on the internet. He raped you. Child. That's why I just sit in the house. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Hey, Kimberly. That's the thing. So if you got friends and y'all want to test out liquor, make them sign a form that says you about to get high and I ain't raping you. Now we adults and we have sex. We done got drunk. Hey, I said Lama B. Hey, Lama B. And that's the thing. Like, you don't even want to get drunk with nobody. I'm like, bitch, I ain't rape you. You a hoe. How do you rape a hoe? Child, it's not worth it. That's why that's why we're going to be single forever. That's why I can't get a man to get up on top of me and do his business. Because it's like, well, bitch, but still ain't going to hear me say that, honey. Because mothers live. Everybody knows I'm a short thing. Hey, Semi Warren, what's this, Marley? How are you? I mean, I'm dead serious. This is crazy to me. But everybody wants to come out sounding like a good person, I guess. Uh-oh. Hey, how you doing?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, mama?
I look like shit.
Actually, you look beautiful. I already told you who you look like.
It's my day off. It's my day off.
Well, you look beautiful, Mama. How you been?
Thank you. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. You having a drink? Or you don't drink?
No, I'm smoking.
Oh, you know what's funny? Either you smoke or you drink. You ever notice that it's either one or the other?
I smoke.
I want to join you. But you know, once I join you, I might go too far. You might have to pull me back in.
I'm a church lady.
There you go. You like, Raven, you doing too much. I'm like, I got to stop talking to you because you mess with it. What's they say? You killing my vibe.
I'm a church lady who likes married men to crawl on top of her and do their business.
Yes. Mothers live. I'm not like y'all. Y'all trying to go to heaven. I'm just trying to go on.
So, sorry, what are you talking about? This situation with child molestation?
Well, the thing, okay. Let's say this. You and I went to hang out. Okay, we young. Okay, you 7 and I'm 10. And we end up messing around, playing stuff like we're not supposed to be doing, but you and I supposed to have a secret. Now, even though we having sex, when you get older, you'll say you molested me because you were older than me. I mean, I would say, you know what I'm saying? The 10-year-old molested the 7-year-old. And that's what they'll say now, because now that they feel like they got older, they shouldn't have did it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. Like these two guys, I know they were brothers. And they both, remind you, these are young people. These are not, So they was having sex. But then when they got older, the young one said that the brother molested them.
While they were young.
Right. I'll give you another sample. There was a trans man who was hanging with a trans woman. And they both went out. They was best friends. They got drunk. They got high. They ended up having sex. The trans man said that the trans woman raped him. Excuse me. Because he was up. He felt
was the trans woman like preoperative, or what is it called, pre-op?
No, she had a
pre-op or post-op.
No, she had a P-bug. And what happened was, they had sex. So the trans man got mad and said she raped him because he should have known better than to have sex with him. But in the time they were doing it, it wasn't no fighting. The trans man opened his legs up. They was going at it. It was the next day when they woke up and realized. Right. So when they woke up the next day, he said he felt as though you should have respected him and not do that. But they both was high. But the trans man is saying,
wait. Let me stop you. I got a question really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if a trans man can open up his legs like a church woman?
How you doing?
I'm actually like, I just want to know.
Yeah. He usually has a
praise the Lord.
He has a cootie cat. So this is the weird thing. You ever go to sleep with somebody and wake up next to them in the morning and go, oh my God, I can't believe I brought you home. And you're like, oh my God, I've done that. Do I say he raped me? No.
I've ended up in people's places.
There you go. So did you say you was?
I've ended up in somebody's place, yeah, and I'm like, no, what the fuck happened? And trying to find my way out, and like, then you realize, where the fuck am I at once you get out the house, and you're like, oh shit, where am I? China or Russia or some shit.
Right. But the new thing is, you raped me. Now remind you, you laying low. The trans man was getting dug all out. He liked it. He probably got pissed off because he ain't had no dignity in a long time.
Ooh.
And he went after her. Now remind you, they were best friends. They got drunk together, they got high together, and having sex. And the trans man felt as though he was raped. It went all over the internet. I don't want to say too much because it's actually might be still up there. And that's what happened. And it was consensual sex. But the fact of the matter, he feels as though since they're friends, she shouldn't have went inside of him. At some point, you should have said stop. But he didn't say that because the penis was feeling too good. But the next day when they became sober, you raped me.
That's crazy. I don't know what to say.
It happens a lot. It happens a whole more than you know. That's why a lot of men don't even want to bother nobody because it's like, but it's I can't say men because it's either or. But the problem is, it is a sleepy. It is. I'm noticing it. It's like if I have sex with somebody. Okay, I say me. If I'm 8 years old and I'm in sex with a 13-year-old, and even though he's doing things to my body, must have lived, and then I get so you raped me because I was too young. You should have known better. But I'm pushing up on him. I'm trying to get this pee up. I got this pee up in my mouth. I'm doing stuff for him as a 13-year-old. But I get older. I said, well, you raped me. You should have known better. You're older than me. It's a lot of this going on.
Yeah, let me say real quick. When I was younger, I had crazy stuff happen to me too. And when I said something about it, nobody believed me. Nobody cared. And it's not like I was in this subject. I'm not trying to get anybody to care or believe me, but it was just like stuff like this happens. You know, the other day when I was listening to you were like talking about how you didn't want to talk about the trauma of childhood and and things of that caliber. And I'm kind of like feeling that way in my life right now because I feel like it's just rehashing up things that I feel like I have already put to rest.
You revisited.
Like I laid it down, bitch. I went go lay down, ho. You know what I'm saying? I picked your spot. I dug your grave. I did the whole motherfucking shit. I laid you down. Now stop trying to dredge yourself back up and become Night of the Living Dead because at the point I'm right now, I feel like because of my life, it went backwards. I had to do things without my parents at such a young age. But now that I'm grown and I'm older and I got my shit together and I got my comfortability and I got things like that, I get that. Like, I don't want to have to mesh that all up because of all the trauma that I've been through because it sets off my energy. Like all just like talking about it right now, I'm getting fluttered and saying stuff like, because it makes me nervous and it brings out this stuff in me where I'm like, I don't want to have to like rehash up things that continuously to be re-traumatizing me over and over and over again when at the end of the day there's no actual resolution because the people that were all involved are either dead.
Right. I'm sorry you went through that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not, no, wait, please don't be sorry because I'm saying that the other day I learned some shit from you about looking at things in that kind of manner. This is why I always listen to you. This is why I always try to let you see that I'm involved and that I care about what you say because a lot of the things that you talk about, they kind of pertain in my life. And sometimes you hit like a direct nerve or you hit something where I'm like, well, how did you
it's a trigger
deal with that stuff? Right. And then how did you deal with that stuff? And then I got to stop and think about some of the stuff that I went through. But at the same time, it's kind of like, for me, I don't want to have to keep on dredging up shit when I feel like there have been things, like I said, instances in my life where I put that stuff to rest. And now I just want to be able to look at my childhood and look at my life and look at all the positivity because it does take a strong person. That's why I like you because some of the stories and some of the stuff that you tell, it shows me what kind of strong person you are and the cognitive coping mechanisms, the rationality, the decision-making skills, even dwelling into the spiritual realm and advocating for people to protect their spirit is something that really draws me to you because it's a spiritual warfare out here.
More than you know. I'm sitting here looking at my mother.
Right, like you get what I mean?
It's funny.
But I feel like you're like the only person who really like goes there about some real shit, like shapeshifters, about like real stuff, even down to like little people.
It's real. And it's funny because if you think about everything we're going through now, I talked about this way before. Remember, I told you I said something is going on at night, and I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of people that's not walking, that's walking on the earth that was dead. Remember, I told you about that a long time ago. Everybody like, oh my God, they go raving on that EBG. I said, I'm telling you, something is happening. And it's weird because you feel alone when you're trying to warn people about something. I tried to warn you about suicide. I was like, listen, there gonna be people that's gonna whisper in your ears. You can't see them, so don't think it's you. I be trying to warn y'all on everything, but a lot of times people get, it's not funny. People like, oh, here we go with this Eva Jeeba shit. But I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, and it's weird because like I'm not perfect. Clearly, you know that because you wouldn't be on here. And I just learned stuff, and it's weird when you learn stuff from dead people. I don't read this stuff in the book. I heard dead people tell me this stuff, and it's so weird because when I tell you stuff to save you, they don't want to hear it. But in the end of the day, whether you want to hear it or not, it's happening. You watching people find UFO ships. There are people walking on the earth. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, but a lot of times people don't want to receive it.
Because I'm 40 plus. And I grew up in a time and age where there was no internet, there was no, and a lot of the stuff that you talk about is the stuff that I remember hearing when I was a child. Like, there's a saying in my culture that said "Dojanita." That means like don't mention them type of things.
Mm-hmm.
It comes as a warning, as a warning to like, hey, we do talk about these stuff, but we only talk about it in a sense to like warn other people, like, you know, like your sisters or your family members or people in your community. Like, it's like a no, but yes, we talk about it just so that if you ever come across these type of things, you're fully prepared. You got your battle gear on. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of different ways to like perceive it. And I remember having all of these subjects way before like there was even any type of internet.
You're absolutely right. It's the thing about it is, like I tell people, no matter whether you like it or not, it's still gonna go on. You can either prepare yourself for it, or you can be ready. And if you're ready, it ain't gonna bother you. But if you ain't ready, you don't know what's going on. And the thing about it is, when you're a person like me, I get stopped. Everything I try to do, it goes against it. It doesn't want me to share information. It doesn't want me to help people. So everything I do, I've been attacked. I get attacked a lot. And the thing about it is, I try to reach people. You can reach some people, and many people you're not going to reach. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And I always think it's funny when I'm looking at my mother's face when I'm talking to you.
I feel like I look like shit right now.
Well, then you look like my mother. I mean, when I tell you, you have her face, it's so weird. I'm like, my mother's on the line. Wait a minute. I'll be back. Oh God. Okay, I'm back. Deshaun and spirits know for me too. I went to know more about it. Wow, I know. It's a lot going on. Trust me, I've been in a whole spiritual warfare. And it's difficult because I think you're an empath, mama. You going through a lot behind the scenes, right? Do you find yourself crying at everything you watch out of nowhere?
No, I get mad.
Okay.
I think my crying years are over.
So you still
Remember that Gia girl you guys were talking to the other day?
mm-hmm. I think she might be on here, Gia.
I kind of feel like I'm like her. I like feel like I'm always at a point in my life where I'm standing my ground and I'm making sure I let motherfuckers know that I'm not the motherfucking bitch to fuck with, and I have to always back somebody off me because I have this motherfucking punk ass bitch look or whatever the fuck it's giving. I don't really give a fuck what it is. Whatever this mug is giving, it's giving punk ass hoe, pussy ass bitch, you know what I mean? Like sorry ass, stupid ass, whatever. I mean, all these things. And then to me, in my life, it's like, no, because I know me and I know I should probably just like pick and choose my battles, but it's like a constant thing that somebody is always trying to insult my intelligence, trying to tell me how I'm supposed to navigate this world. And I find out they've had like family and you know what I mean, and support systems. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't back the fuck up off me and leave me the fuck alone, you're going to find out what growing up without parents is like. Because all of that shit will come out in me.
But
you fuck with me.
But you know what that means, what you're saying. You haven't released the trauma yet. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. But I mean,
you know,
for me.
But listen, mama, you know you have to try to get rid of it because what it's doing is it's gonna grow. You have to learn to make yourself happy. That means you gotta delete.
I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I am happy with my life, and I am happy in this world, and I have let a lot of stuff go. Okay. I don't do some of the things that I used to do, and my life is different, and I'm definitely moving forward. But I will say, like when I'm out and about in public, somebody's always trying me.
But you know what that means? That means you haven't gotten
somebody's always trying me.
But listen, mama, you haven't gotten anywhere. That's what I'm saying. If you still having good and bad days, you haven't moved. You just learn how to navigate for that day. But if anybody shows up, you ready.
Okay, let me use this as an example. The other day, some lady comfortably balled her fists up at me and pulled it back like she was going to hit me because I asked her not to talk about me behind my back because I walked in on her and some other lady talking about me. And I didn't do anything wrong. So when I went up to her, I said, I'd appreciate it if you don't talk about me. And she pulled her fist back and balled it up at me. And I turned around and I said, that's not what you want from me. And then I ended up telling her too that, hey, you know, if you ever want to ball your fist up at me again, you better use it.
But you don't, so you think you healed.
Yeah, just saying, like.
Yeah, you sound like you're pretty much there. Yeah, girl, listen, you ain't there at all. She's like, if you bought, she said, I don't know.
Listen, I feel like for me, it's setting boundaries because, like, if you, I don't know, like, for me, it was like, why does this bitch feel so comfortable with, like, in exerting violence? Even if, I don't give a fuck if she was joking or not. That's what everybody's saying. But whatever. If that's how you joke, fine, whatever. But I don't know you. We just barely met. You see what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, I'm just supposed to accept all of these behavioral mechanisms that you're bringing my way because for what? For what reason? I don't find any like legitimate reason for me to just go on ahead and keep accepting people's behavioral mechanisms, especially if they're ones that ensue, in my opinion, interpret as violence. And I don't know. That's just me.
No, you know what it is? It's called good and bad days. And the thing about it is, on a certain day, you still got the triggers. The triggers you haven't. And first of all, let's be real. Triggers don't go away within a year or 2 years or 3 years. It takes sometimes a lifetime. You just learn how to navigate through it to try to delete it. Sometimes you may try to. Some days you're going to do good. Some days you're just going to mess all the way up.
Right.
Me as a person who had triggers, I'll tell you about me. Some days I can walk out this door, I'm the happiest person in the world. Next time I walk the door, I'm ready to fight. The next time I walk out the door, anybody try me, I'm going to prison. I already know I'm heading it. I haven't healed, so I know when I can listen to myself and I watch my actions. If I feel like I'm pissed off, I say, okay, let me have a conversation with myself to stay to myself. Now, will I make it? I'm gonna try my best. Like I'll give you. I went to a job interview with this girl, and I could pick her spirit up. Her spirit was so dark, and I knew I was like in a funny mood, if you know what I mean. I mean, you, Mama, you know you're in a funny mood, right? When you walk through, you're like, okay, anybody try me? That means I'm in a funny mood.
Mhm.
Okay, so when I got to the place and stuff, it was a girl there, and she moved her chair so she can get a good look at me. And girls like us, we see what you're doing, we gonna act like we don't see you, but we watch you. So she sat there and she sat in the chair and she looked at me like this. And all I kept thinking was, I'm gonna slam under everything in here. There will be no conversation. I'm gonna weigh you out and I'm gonna go to jail. But the fact that I knew what I was gonna do, I had the conversation with myself. I was like, and the thing about it was another girl came next to me and she sat next to me and she was like, she was young. So I started talking to her, and the one that sat on the other side of me, she was like, she was very angry. I could pick up her anger like really strong. So I treated her with kind gloves, but reality I want the mollywopper. But I didn't. She kept coming to me, asking me different things. I kept helping her. And that's the thing about it was, hey Tanya, hey Daisy, that's the thing about it when you know you're angry, when you can navigate through it. But see, when you start going up, you know what is the problem? When you walk into somebody, you haven't healed. But even though if you know, okay, I haven't healed, today's not a good day, let me say away from people. Because I know I'm going to handle this all wrong. Do I know that? Do I got the answers? Absolutely not. Do I get it wrong more than I'm used to? The only reason I'm trying to do is give you tools to monitor your behavior, because we don't need you going to. But you have to monitor it.
I'm definitely not going to jail. Trust that.
Right. But the thing is that.
But I will say this one thing. I will use my voice, throat chakras if I need to. If my warning says, "Bitch, you gotta back the fuck up," you're gonna hear exactly that. And I'm sorry, but that's just how the fuck my life has been, and I had to have to do it because nobody else has said, "Bitch, back the fuck up." And once I learn how to do that, it's always gonna be that way because I'm gonna say, not as a victim, but I'm just tired of running into the wrong motherfucking people. I am. I'm sick and tired of it. So I'm being more shrewd about who I deal with. I'm being more picky about who I listen to. I'm being more like incentive and aggressive and about all the things in my life pertaining to me being more progressive. Like even listening to you and coming to your channel and staying up with you all night long in the morning times, it's been very like beneficial for me because you distract me, you know what I mean, and it's not in a negative manner. It's always because even sometimes you like display your depression and the things that you're going through, and you know what I'm saying. Like even your hair looks great, but you think it looks horrible.
I do, but I'm stressed out. But you already everything about me I don't like.
Me too. I feel like I look like shit right now.
Oh, you eating the ice?
Well, whatever.
Is that ice you eating?
No.
Oh, what's that?
It's a baby carrot.
Oh, you nutritionist. All right, with nutrition, child. But you know what? Trauma is hard, and brainwashing is difficult. I think for me, the hardest thing to do, and your sister got a lot of flaws. I fall down more than those here. But the hardest thing for me is undoing the brainwashing. When I've been taught how to hate myself so much, you can leave because I'm great at it. I can see everything about me wrong. But other people won't see it. But for me, I see everything. Everything about me wrong. Everything. Even what's wrong with you? I'm navigating through depression, but I can recognize that I'm depressed. If that makes sense.
My favorite thing about you is your back arms.
My back.
Your shoulders and like your back arms. I want my shit so defined like yours.
I'm defined.
They look great. Yes, your arms are toned. They're perfect. Even when you move to the side, you can see the back arm and the upper shoulder. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck does my shit look like I have flabby?
But see, you more cunt.
You know what I mean? I need.
Because you cunt. I'm not cunt like you, honey.
That don't matter.
I carry my bags home from the grocery store for a reason. I don't like to lose fights. I don't even want to talk to you about fights anyway. It's already.
It looks great though. Like I mean, your arms look great.
Thank you.
They're beautiful.
I move through stress, and I move through food because I like to eat a lot when I'm stressed out. And I told you if I keep changing my hair, something's wrong with me. Which you already know something's wrong with me anyway. And the thing about it is, I'm stressed out. You know what? Just like you, I bust my butt to make everything go right, and everything just keep going wrong. Like I just can't catch a break. I can't catch a break. So I understand it that you are the way you are, because I think it's unfair. But only thing I could try to do is tell you different things, but I can't make you. If you know what I mean. I try to tell you the tools.
No, you're part of the reason why I'm not in jail, girl.
Well, I'm glad of that.
Because I fight.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to. I mean, it's not because I'm choosing to like be this way. It's because life has thrown a whole bunch of stuff at me to where it's like, how do you not navigate this way? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not advocating violence, but it's like, this is America. America's a violent fucking place.
But like I told you before, we have good days.
Are you gonna sit around and get your ass whipped all the time? Fuck no. No way, not me. I can't do it.
We have good days and bad days. Hey, Piper. We have good days and bad days. Some days we killing it. Some days we ain't getting there at all. I get it. And God forbid if you let a man come into your life and he comes in to destroy you, it's a lot.
Right now, guys are getting on my fucking nerves.
That means you must be. You know what that means? That means you're over men. So when you over men, every man wants you.
Okay, let me say this. My problem with men right now is that when I don't want to fuck you anymore, you think the resolution is to act like you want to push the relationship more. You want to all of a sudden go to the next level like that's what the fuck I want. No. If we're fuck buddies, if we're friends who fuck, whatever the case may be, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck no more because the shit's getting tiring and it's boring and like, or whatever reason that I end up coming to the resolution of, I should be able to say, hey, look, I'm good now. Like, I mean, if you want to be friends, you shouldn't have to keep on pushing like you want to like have feelings now, bitch. You don't want to have feelings now. No, that's a lie.
Hey, Glenn.
You want to start like pushing all this narrative like you want to be in a relationship and all this other shit. This shit's fucking fake. No.
But listen, Mama, you do know that men do catch feelings, right?
Not in the suck and fuck lane.
That's Mom. Don't please. That's not true. These are real people. They're not robots. You just can't say, well, this is not.
Alley. You're not supposed to catch feelings in the suck and fuck alley, girl. No, that's not my fault. Bitch, if you walk into suck and fuck alley and you already know that suck and fuck alley, bitch, and you go in there and you catch feelings, now how the fuck is that on me? No way. They better keep it moving.
Okay, let's try this again. You know these are real men. These are not computers. You just can't punch in what you want. These are real people. If you keep having sex with a man, there may be a chance he's going to catch feelings for you.
Raven, I'm sitting in the third bush, in the second alleyway, in the bed.
Well, stop being so good in the bed, then we'll be falling in love with you.
I don't find me in the third alleyway by the back L'Oreal. And now the motherfucker got feelings back there. I have no idea.
They call it pussy whipped. You pussy whip men and then get upset.
I love you so much.
You do. You pussy whipping to get upset for being pussy whipped. And the thing about it is, they're going to catch feelings. Men catch feelings just like women catch feelings. It's not like one or the other. You got some good. The thing about it is, you get so many bad dudes, you do get real good ones. And when the good ones show up, we don't believe them. We just waiting, and we do it a lot. I do it all the time. I be just waiting for the ball to drop. I meet some really nice men, not many. And then when you do meet him, he's real nice. He's the worst in the bed. His little pee butt don't work. He got a oodles and noodles penis. It's little as hell. It belongs in a diaper, not on the human. And you can't even say nothing. And then when he meets you, he's like, "Oh, you probably like big old things." No, I like a man that's, I don't know.
Okay, so this is not to be like disputing anything anybody says, because trust and believe I learn from these conversations and your online things. Yeah. But I will say that when society puts not only just trans people, but women as a whole, or like even the sex workers in the whole, if you put me in suck and fuck lane, if you put me in suck and fuck lane for the 35 years of my motherfucking life, and now all of a sudden you want me to come out and suck and fuck lane and act like a fucking housewife, and I'm sorry, it's going to take me a minute to get there.
And that's fine.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so for me, it's kind of just odd now, because the men are like coming different. I don't know. I don't know if it's really the real shit, or if it's just like, hey, this is a different tactic on how I'm going to keep you sucking and fucking me now. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me. So.
Well, keep your guard up.
Or maybe I just overthink.
Well, keep your guard up and just let him prove himself to you. That's all. Just keep your
right.
Just let him prove it. I start asking for something. Say, you know what? I seen a Lamborghini car. I sure like to drive it. He's like, well,
I just want a married man to crawl on top of me and do his business.
I know where that's going. As much as live. And the thing is, like, and that's my way of dealing with them, because I'm I don't know. At least you good in the bed. I don't get a ring, honey. I get the boot. But I don't know. I'm just over it. But I get what you're saying. But you always have to remember, we got good people in the world, and we got bad people. We used to always focus on the bad people. There really are good people in the world. Most men pose things to their... Let me get my glasses on. My blind ass. Most men prove things of their actions if they can wait long. That's true, Sonic. Hey, Sonic. But the thing is, like, a man gonna do what he want to do. A man will sit back and tell you, wait for you for sex. He'll be having sex with everybody else and waiting for you, and then dump you once you do it.
But baby, you've been in relationships too. I've heard you talk about your long-term relationships and the men that you've dealt with, and some of the guys that you've been in love with. No, or vice versa.
I've been in a long-term relationship.
But let me say this real quick.
Okay.
Wait. Let me say this real quick. You've never felt like when you were in these engagements with these men that they utilize tactics to either keep you, or like, I don't know what the case may be, because that's what I feel like this is going on, is like, if I notice something fake about somebody and it's just not co-aligning with what I want, I feel like I have a way to detach myself from it, even if we are just sucking and fucking.
Well, I don't get that far as you.
So for me, it's kind of like,
I don't get it.
Why all of a sudden now they're like emotional attachments, and you wanted this and that and da 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 da, like the additive stuff, when my whole interaction hasn't been anything but boom boom bam bam, you come and go, and not like I'm saying that in a bad way, but it's just kind of like, it's been the type of instances. And I'm not somebody to shy away from sex. I'm not somebody to be afraid of the conversation. I'm not somebody to say that, because there's I'm a human being, and in a lot of ways, I don't know. I don't know about other people, but I'm just not afraid.
Let me ask you something. This person that we speak of is one person, right? Because obviously he got your brain going 100 miles a minute. It's one person, right? Because for
Yes, one person.
some reason, your heart is with him, but you don't want to be with him. And I've never seen you kind of got feelings, but don't want to have feelings. We get it. The thing is, like, you've protected yourself in the same breath. But like I said before, you have to give him a chance to prove it. And if and I hate to say this, but if you want him to prove it, just write him a little list and slide it to him, because men are dumb as hell. He ain't gonna know what to do. I'm not all of them, but most of them don't know what to do. They really don't know what to do. If you guarantee, if you write and say this is what I want and hand it to him, watch him do anything on that list. Men really don't
Well,
know.
we're not actually talking right now, me and him.
You're not talking?
But this is what, not right now, because this is what stopped. Like this, all this emotional, whatever the case may be, because that wasn't in the agreement. As if, like, you know what I mean? Because let me say this, it wasn't an agreement that I proposed. I'm just saying that this has been our interactings together, the behavioral mechanisms. You know, you come, you go, like, you know what I'm saying? We do hit each other up. You know, I had like limited conversations with him, but it's not been where he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you whatever you want now, and I'm this and that, and yada yada yada. It's like all of a sudden now you're trying to pour all of your shit on my table because you think that because I step back a little, that's what's going to make me want to engage more with you. And is this just for sex? Like, that's where my mind is going. Like, are you doing all this stuff because you want me to, like, put your penis in my mouth and, you know, all in my crevices and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I mean, for real.
Because the thing about
weirdest shit ever.
The funny thing with you, you treat him like he's a computer. He's a real person. And he just may fall in love with you, but that's not. You're like, no. There's a virus in this computer. No, if you keep, people do fall in love with you. People fall in love with you in the bus. People fall in love with your laundry. People fall in love with. It's not these are real people. They're gonna fall in love with you, especially you keep giving it up. There's no guarantee. And then you giving up and you throwing it to him left and right. Obviously, after a while, he's gonna want to keep you to himself.
Now, but I will say this though, you know, growing up without parents and having that example, I don't know what that's like. I wasn't. You know, we've never been really that. And I remember talking to you one time, and I was telling you that I feel like in my life, all the women.
Y'all hear somebody calling me? Let me hang this.
I feel like all the women that were supposed to still be here to set this example for me. That's, like I said, I'm so grateful for your channel because you kind of do give that to me in a lot of ways. And you, like, I mean, it's good to see how you think, how you know, articulate into the topics, how you bring them forward, how you know, even like talking back and forth with me.
Well, we've been,
you know, it's just kind of, I don't have that in my life as far as like, with, I feel like possibly the women that should be there.
Well, we've been through some stuff, Mama. We have traumas. We have real traumas, and nobody gives a shit. That's what hurts me. Like I'm over here dying. You don't give a damn about me, but you come over get in the bed with me, and you know I'm hurting, but you don't give a shit about me. So I get it. When I talk to my sisters, they get it. When I talk to the men, they don't care. Well, I heard what you said, but always have to keep in mind, there's always good people out here. Even though sometimes we don't believe it at all, but there are some really good people out there. Because if we say everybody's bad, that means we're bad too. We can't say everybody.
Well, then, if I end up with this man, and people say, oh, where did you guys meet? I'm going to tell them, behind the third bush, in the back alleyway, in the glory hole, where this motherfucker fell in love with me.
And that's fine. There is no, let me tell you something. I don't want to give out too much, but I know people who met in church. They having sex in the church. They were homeless. How do you go to a church when you homeless have sex in the church? And they fell in love. They had babies, everything. We're real people, Mama. We're real people. It's no such thing as a setting standard. It's just not. I know a girl up here who biological female who married her sugar daddy. And she was a prostitute for him for years. And they're married now with kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to give her away too much because she's on this page. She's like, I know that bitch did not tell my business. I talk to a lot of people. I'm telling you, we're real people. We fall in love with the weirdest places. We are real people. That means we mess up. We try to fix it. And sometimes we mess up again. We're going to
And
mess.
I guess it is my programming to think that that's not somewhere you're supposed to meet somebody idealistically, because in a lot of ways, like, you know, these places are forbidden.
Forbidden for who though?
For Republicans.
Yeah, right. We're real people. We're not perfect. And the thing about it is you never know when somebody's gonna love you. You just don't. So we may not like how it works out, but we just have to monitor our spirit and watch how we work. I always tell y'all to protect your spirit. And if it work in your favor, but the one thing, if you really like him, so clearly he got your spirit, give him a list of stuff. I promise you, if he follow that list of proof it's up to you, you know you got to keep him. Because everything you're going to try to do is not lose you. Because it's easy to find a man from hell. They're everywhere. And a man is not going to try that hard. But if a man is trying to bust his butt to prove, I mean, but still, protect your spirit. But if he's willing,
You're right.
but as long as if he's willing to, but when I tell you write a list out, men really don't know. I'm not being mean.
I've been sitting on this too for a while. I really have. I've been sitting on this. I haven't made any type of decision. I just went silent, and it wasn't like I was trying to. It's just because I feel like again, for me, there's a lot of things in my life where I'm dealing with it by myself. And, you know, I don't know how many more times to thank you again and again for having opened the dialogues about everything, because, you know, this is not to feel sorry for me or anything like that. This is just the cards that I've been dealt. And I'm navigating the world and pushing through without, like, you know, friends and people to talk to. And when I see you online, it's always this like refresher of like, I'm going to get something that's going to benefit me. It's not going to be something that where I'm going to start feeling worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean?
Well, we've been let down.
You're very helpful.
We've been let down a lot, and everybody just think we're supposed to bounce back, and we don't bounce back all the time. That's why I told you. I was like, you have to try to delete files. It don't go away 1 week. It don't go away the next month. It takes years. What I've been through, I got days I'm killing it. Some days, girl, you can forget it. I'm about to show up. I'm ready to go to prison. And I can recognize that because I know something's wrong with me. I'm still hurt. How you could be my best friend and betray me? You know, and the reality is when you tell people that, hey, Gia, everybody's like, oh, well, girl, get over it. And you're like, you know what? I got nothing to say. I'll keep it to myself. Because now I feel like when I open myself up to you, you're telling me to shut the hell up. You know, and it's difficult when you say you care something about me, but telling me to shut up. So a lot of times where you walked in life, of course, is not the same because you got a different walk in life than me. But I have to respect what you've been through and just try to give you tools that could pull you a little further. Now it may not help you every way, you know what I mean, along the way. But whatever you could pull from it, you say, well, I'm gonna use this, I ain't gonna use this, you know what I mean? We're real people. We're not perfect. We're gonna mess up a lot. We're gonna have success or not. We're real people. We really are. I know I keep saying like I'm trying to convince you, but we really.
No, I mean, you're right. You are real people because, I mean, and like I said, I feel like that's probably why I do
You've been
try
hurt.
to catch you all the time, or I try to like always pay attention because everything that you are talking about and the people that you bring on and other people that you have that follow you, they have real life stories and they have real life situations that are going on with them. And, you know, even like the one girl who works the night shift.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's, I mean, it's something simple as that.
Yeah, she's a
that I can correlate to. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't make me feel, because sometimes working third shift, I feel like I'm all alone. And then going into your chat, and I know that there's people in there working third shift too. It doesn't, like, you know what I mean? It's cheesy, corny little shit like that.
Well, the thing is that it's good to tell. It's good to feel like you're not alone, and clearly, as long as I exist, you're not alone. But in reality, I always tell y'all, Raven falls down more than most. That means to let y'all know, I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna get it right, and some days I'm going, you like Raven. I'm gonna mess up. And the thing about it is, everybody has traumas. And I understand your trauma, but I don't understand everything. Because you know what I can't do? I can't go through your past and say, oh, I get it. Because that's a disrespect to you, in my opinion. Because I wasn't there when this happened. I wasn't there when that happened. So I can only try to do is give you little tools to help you. And you say, okay, I could use this. I can't use this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, a lot of times in life, we don't have nobody to tell us little tools, the things that we deal with. Because you want to sit back and say, oh, girl, it'll be all right. No, bitch, tell me how to get out of this. Tell me something that's going to help me pull away. Don't tell me, oh, it's all right, girl. And please don't say, well, everybody goes through it. Remember so-and-so? Bitch, who cares about so-and-so? I'm talking about me. What I try to share with you is tools that I've been through. You said, well, I could take this from Raven. I ain't taking that. I could take, you know what I mean? And you may not pull through right now, but when I'm not around, something may happen. You say, okay, I know how to handle this because somebody already put it in my ear. So when it shows up, it's better for you. And
wait, let me say this. It's kind of weird because I don't talk about relationship situations in my life ever, and I'm doing this on the fucking internet with you.
But you talk to me.
That's how much I feel like you're. I call it like medicine because that's kind of what I get from you is medicine, and it's kind of like I feel like even the other day when you were having a conversation with who was it? I can't remember who it was, but you guys were talking about real life stuff that was happening, and I can't remember. There's so much stuff I heard you say. I can't remember pinpointing.
I think it's Gia Ram. I think Gia Ram is on here. I think
I think it was.
She's on here.
But like the conversation started getting really like where you were. I can't remember per se, but it's just them type of things that happened, not just only with other people, but you can be on here by yourself, and that type of dialogue will ensue because I feel like you said, you're real people. Even when you were telling me about not telling me, but you were telling your viewers about when you walk into the stores and some of the stuff that happens to you in the stores, and you know what I mean, and how people deal with you on a daily basis, and just being as a tall person.
You ain't never lied. And let me tell you something about, because I know you little. Let me say something about being tall. When you walk in the room, you notice everybody's short. It's almost like being in a Disney movie. It's not funny though, because I'm the person. So you walk in the room, but this is the funny thing about God. When I go in the room now, God bring all these women around me that's taller than me. And I said, oh, I see you. And that's why I said the brainwashing against us is not fair. All women are short, all men are tall. And I see these women. I was in the store today. This woman was taller than me and bigger than me. She could mollywop me. And I was like, damn. Mm-hmm. And it's always God letting me know that what you've been told is not the truth. And the reason why
I'm so glad that you don't use that word transgender.
I hate that
for
word.
Yourself.
I hate that word.
Or, to talk about other people who have a different type of walk. Because that word transgender is like absolutely something that I feel like is being weaponized right now towards many people.
Well, thing about it with people, which is so weak in spirit, is that I need you to give me a name so I could call myself. What kind of weak shit is that? A name to call yourself? So you want to be renamed like the master renamed the black people and they put them with the like what the hell is wrong with y'all? But I need a name to call myself. Bitch, your name is Samantha, Tabitha, John, Joke, Jake, whatever the hell. That's your name. Oh, but I need people to child, if they ain't sleeping with you, why they gonna know what's between your legs?
Right.
And it's so sad because they don't get it. And the funny,
but even then, if they knew what was between your legs, that still doesn't take away from the woman that you are.
But let me tell you something. You know who gets it? You know who gets it? That says y'all need to stop calling yourself that? Straight people. They say, y'all call yourselves that. But they don't get it. And the thing about it is, if straight people get it, and you and I can get it, why can't they get it? Because they need a label. They say, why would you call it? And then it's like, oh my God, they call me a man, but you said it first. So why you mad? Oh, well, oh, you just want, no. If they ain't sleeping in you in the bed, why is anybody going to listen to me late? They won't get it. And you know what I do? I don't even say no more. I say, you know what? That's what you are. Don't call me that, but that's what you are. That's what you'll be. I have no problem with that. I respect you and call you what you said. But don't hit me up to my son. Oh, they call me a man when you keep telling everybody you a damn transgender. Oh, I'm a transgender woman. Bitch, you saying you a man. Dude, go read what it says. Go read what it says. If you don't want to read it, then don't keep promoting it. Once upon a time, there was a thing called slaves. They named them nigger first and colored and everything else. At the end of the day, people stopped calling themselves that. They still do it. At the end of the day, that's their story. It won't be mine. People rename you and what they want. And you don't have enough
You're
sense.
Absolutely right.
You don't have enough sense to say, my name is Gia, my name is Raven, no, I need a label put on me. Child. And then the funny thing is, when they say, when I tell people what I am, they just look at me really funny. They stop. Well, wouldn't that be an aha moment to stop saying it? Nope. I always think it's funny when I see a two-spirit woman says, I keep telling them I'm a transgender woman. What does that mean? What does that mean then? I always find it amazing. And the funny thing about it is the one who say it be passable as hell. I'm like, why do you keep doing it? Well, I don't understand their problem. We don't understand your problem.
Right.
And then this is the funny part. I don't know why these men don't want to be with me. Look what you're saying. You want a dude to be with you and let everybody know your man is with a dude. But you don't understand why he don't want to be with you. You telling them, you letting the world know he's with a dude who thinks there's. Think about it. I'm with a guy who looks like a girl who thinks there's a woman. That's what it's saying. You're not saying I am a woman and I'm moving forward in my life. You're saying I'm a man who thinks I'm a woman and I want to be with a man. But they don't get it. And you know what? Most girls I do know, they ain't tell nobody nothing. They live a self-like woman and that's it. Nothing else. They will try to weigh you down. But the rest of them don't get it. But then the thing about it is you keep crying for a man, but look what you're saying. Who the hell wants to hear that? Can you imagine introducing your girl, you introduce your family to your girl saying, oh, I'm a trans woman. What you think their family gonna do? Oh, you a dude. She's like, no, I'm a trans. Why'd you just can't say, I want you to meet my girlfriend Tiffany or Tanisha?
Right.
And that's it. But you don't want to do that. You want to have this whole introduction to what's between your legs. And then you get mad at somebody throwing up because what's between your legs. And you the one keep saying it. Girl, I'll be back.
Right.
God. Girl, it's a mess. But it is what it is. That's all I know. I can't be bothered with it. I've never seen a female say.
Hey, Raven. I'm going to let you go, okay? So that maybe somebody else can come on and talk to you.
All right, Mama. Well, good talking to you. I hope it works out for you.
I really appreciate everything that you do.
No problem.
And I really appreciate all the advice and, you know, your representation of everything, all womanhood, no matter which way people define it, because woman is actually an English term, but whatever. And at the end of the day, I feel like I'm very grateful that I just want to say that's why I come live with you, because I want you to know how grateful I am for you and everything that you do. And I know you haven't been feeling well and whatever the case may be, but I really do pray that ancestors bless you abundantly.
Thank you, Mama. Same as you.
Because you deserve it. You deserve more that life has been giving you, because you can't come set equipped and you're always giving, and it doesn't come back in return.
God bless you. At least you see it.
I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you for being who you are, so I don't have to be in this world by myself. So thank you for doing something so small. All right, Mama. Talk to you later. Hey, January. Hey, Betty Body. What's this, Betty Body? Tanya. Somebody say, hey, Raven. Is that Wanda King? Hey, Wanda. What's up, Mom? Do anybody want to come on live on Instagram? They go Gia, honey. Child. Hey, chosen one. White people literally name African American. Exactly. Oh, IG Live. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, you can come on Instagram. Let me see if I can get the link. Remember this? Remember the person I was telling you about? January. They were ringing my phone. I guess it's time for them to move. Whoever they were staying with must be throwing them out. They must be on this live. But that's not my problem, honey. They've been blowing this phone up, so they might be on this live. That's not my problem. Like that old saying, when you had a good thing, but you... This the Wanda, do you want to come on live? Let me see. I don't see nobody in the inbox. I see Nova. I don't think Wanda King want to come on live. She ain't say nothing. So. But anyway, how was everybody's day going? Oof, let me turn this around. Child, Raven is fixing me some. I'm fixing some potatoes, and I'm about to fry some chicken. And when I get out of here, when I get off here, I'm going to eat my food and go to sleep. I'm not like the rest of y'all. I can't go to hang out and get something to eat. Baby, I gotta cook my own food. But there's a Cash App at the top in case you want to Cash App me some money. It's funny. I saw somebody saying they was like, Cash App me some money. How you gonna say Cash App you some money when you keep saying you gotta work a day in your life? She said, I'm rich. I don't never have to work a day in my life. Cash App me some money. Which one is it? If you're rich, you don't need the money. Anyway, but this live. Oof. Who's still on hormones? Are you still anybody still on? I haven't taken the hormones since last year. I don't take them. I do not take no hormones. I take a drink. Oh, you still? Hey, Daisy, what's up, Mama? I try to, but I, I try to do IG, but it's like you're still. What's your name up there? Is your name? I don't see your name up there. What's your name up there, Tanya? Cause I see a Wanda up there. If I see your name, I could go in there and find you. Cause there's nothing here. I see Gia. I see Sonic. Sonic Boom. I'm still on hormones. Oh, lactose. Okay. Calvin Emerson. Jazz. Money. Mickey. Mitch. Hmm. All things Tanya. Is that you? Is all things Tanya? Is that you, Tanya? See, y'all be having too many names for me. Is that you, Tanya? Everybody needs to throw their name, their moans out. Where'd she go? Did she leave? Wish I didn't got it, Momo. I don't take hormones because I'm too depressed. I be crying and stuff. Mm-mm. I think I found her. This thing is so confusing. I think I. Oh, here we go. What's up, Mama?
Nothing.
How are you, beautiful?
How are you?
Child.
I'm a bit bored.
You bored?
Yeah,
I like your glasses.
I don't.
Why?
I just don't like them. I like the glasses, but I don't like them.
They pink though.
Yeah, they're like peach.
That's pretty though. You don't like peach?
It's all right. It's all right color.
What's the matter, Mama? Cause you over it tonight. You already over it.
I'm over it because I'm a teacher and my students didn't work my nerves. So, yeah.
Well, God bless you for being a teacher. Cause I be seeing stuff on what's that called? Facebook and TikTok. You know, I had my. You know, my first job was working in a children daycare center. Was it a children's center? I don't think. Wait, it was a children, not a daycare, community center.
Community.
So I said,
No.
I said when I got the job, this is about 100,000 years ago. When I got the job, I said I'll take the job, but please don't put me around no kids. And my first job, they put me in kids. I was like, oh my god. So this little boy hit me in the face with a ball, and I hit him back in the face. They said, "Come on." I got fired.
As you should. As you should. I agree. I agree.
I can't work around. I mean, I love my people. Don't get me wrong, but get somebody else to do it. Like that thing said, get somebody else to. Because they will fight you.
I teach high school, but it's just.
Oh hell no!
I couldn't teach. It's the elementary school kids and middle school kids. I can't do. Like I literally cannot. Like I taught there for like in middle school. I taught there for like 2 days. I was like, But I'm gonna go to jail.
How do you deal? It seemed like it'd be worse dealing with No. Okay.
Not for me. I think it's because I have more in common with the high school students. So because they're a little bit older, and I'm used to dealing with because I have a nonprofit for young adults, so I deal with young adults all the time. ninth graders, 10th graders, 11th graders, 12th graders, early college. But those are easy people to deal with. Those elementary and middle school students.
You don't worry about the little boys trying to hit on you.
They do.
Yeah, that's
and the girls.
Oh yeah, yeah. I get a lot of women hit on me.
They do.
I've been really shocked.
They do. It's not a question.
I've had females tell myself, "Hey, beautiful." I'm like, "Child."
No, these high school students, they're very different. Like they're real straightforward. Like they're like, and you like,
oh yeah,
little boy, little girl.
Oh yeah.
What? Like, and some of them, I'm like, I'm older than your mama. I'm older than some of y'all grandmothers. Come on now. Get please, and you still a child. Listen, go over there. Go way over there. And even when I teach my college students, they're the same way. They're the same way. The college students are the same way. When I do adjunct work at Fayetteville State, they're the same way. It's ridiculous.
These reincarnated babies are out of control.
They something else. That's something else.
But see, they old. They're just in a young body. Yeah. And see, for us, we like, oh, you young, but they're old. You ever notice how old they act? Mm-hmm. You have a company like,
no.
They're real old acting. I've noticed that too before. Mm-hmm. And when I was in the store, this young girl came in, she was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. I was like, thank you. Thank you. Move it along. And she's standing there looking at me. Mm-hmm. And then you take off out the door. But my problem is, I get young men. I get young men. I know you do too.
Me too. Me too.
How do you handle it in school though? They cursed me out.
In school, that's easy because they're young, like they're high school students. Those are the easy ones. I have the problem with the college students. That's the.
I get cursed at all the time.
I'll be like, oh, you're of age though.
Oh, okay.
But I still don't, and it's crazy because like some of my students, all of my students have my phone number, and I will get unsolicited pics from people I have no idea who it is, and come to find out it's one of my students. And it's like, and they'll come up to me in the class and be like, hey, Prof, you got my pic. I said, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then they'll tell me their number, and I'll go look at it. I'll be like, really?
No, you didn't. Right.
Really?
And they don't care.
This how we doing it? And they're like, yeah, that's how we do it. Gone. So I'm very cognizant of that stuff, so I don't play into it. But the problem is when I meet them like in person and stuff, that's not school, not anything like that, and they're just like in a grocery store. And it's like, and I know they're young. And my thing is, I want a man of a certain caliber, and the fact that I know that you're young, and even those, I'll entertain those guys, but then when I start talking to them, I'm very direct and very distinctive. So I start talking about certain things, and they can't hold that conversation. I immediately get turned off. Yeah.
I don't meet those. They be ready for me.
Send something down here to North Carolina real quick, because they don't be ready for me. They be looking at me like,
They curse me out because I think it's because when I meet them, they coming for the kiss. I'm like, please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. They say, what is wrong with you? I'm a grown ass. Please don't kiss me. I'm 30 years old. I'm 24. I'm like, please don't kiss me. Don't kiss me. Because I smell a baby. That mother's lit. Now it's hard when they 6'5" and 6'6" and they put in your face, child.
Who you telling? When I was 26 years old, I was bamboozled by a 15-year-old because he was 6'6", had facial hair, and knew some of the students and some of the teachers at TSU.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
He's not gonna tell you.
And when his mama told me that I was the youngest that he'd ever talked to, I said, he's a menace to society.
They're not gonna tell you the real age, and that's the part that scares me.
No.
He gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. And And all these people got them fake IDs now. You know, they got fake IDs, and so it's like, even if you see the ID, it's like,
well,
are you really?
Fake ID's been out for, because I used to have one, so I know. Because they wouldn't let me in because I was underage. I went and got me one. I was like, y'all gonna let me in here with these men. And the guy said to me, get out. I was like, I smell some penis in here. I'm coming. Child. I be in that damn bar. They's like, you gotta go.
Oh my God.
When I finally turned 21, I was in there. You know what's so funny? When you get in there, it feels like you're in a senior citizen home. You ever notice that? Everybody old. But you look, he's like, everybody old. Like you can smell it.
Yeah.
You notice that? When I went inside the bar, I was the youngest one in and I was looking. But I was still young and gullible as hell. Because you thinking you know everything and don't know nothing.
Yeah.
But it was totally different.
I only went to bars with my friends when like they went like for birthday parties and stuff. I never really like went because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't really dance. I was the church girl, you know, so I didn't. But I ain't do none of stuff. So I only went for like parties.
But the church girl is always the loose girl. She's always the one giving it up.
The what?
The church girl is.
And I was the good one. I was really the good. Like I was really good. I got married at 18 years old.
Okay. Cause
I was the good one. Yeah, I was the good one for real. I was really good.
You still married?
And then
you still married? You still married?
I beat him with a baseball bat.
Okay. Well, sometimes you have to learn what school you went to.
Yep.
Was he cute?
So no, I'm not married.
Was he cute? Was he cute? See, this is the thing. Since I've been on this side of the fence, gay men, pretty as hell. Straight men, good Lord. I've never seen so many ugly men. It's like, damn. And then when you see something that's really cute, he's like 21, 20. So, oh Lord Jesus. But it's a lot of straight men that's ugly as fuck. But they got this mentality that they're the finest thing walking on the earth.
They look like gremlins and think, you boy, no.
But you know
you're not my type.
But you know,
when you tell me you're not the type, they get mad.
I had to learn that. I learned that from another girl. I actually watched her on live. She told this guy, she said, "You're not my type," and he left. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna start saying that," because I never. They'd be like, I'd be lying because I'm like, "This how to look." I said, "You're cute. Well, let's get it on." You know, that's not what I want. I'm not gonna say, "But damn," you know. To me,
you're so nice.
So I'm like, but I learned.
Nice.
Huh?
You're nice.
Oh, you tell me the truth?
Like, I would never tell nobody that they're ugly or nothing, but you're not my type. Like, no. And I'll tell anybody, I don't consider myself as like the most gorgeous, beautiful, you know, I don't consider myself as that at all, but I got a standard and I'm not gonna play with you.
Wow. So that's your delivery? Oh God.
Ain't it bad? It's horrible. But guess what? It used to be worse than that. I've gotten much better. I used to be hell.
You said what?
I used to be hell. Like I'm much nicer than I used to be.
You know what you need to do? You ever see Christmas? They have them Christmas with some candy canes with all looking inside. You know what I'm talking about? You just listen. I'm sorry. So you have a drink on you out the door. I can't. You know my problem is because I've raised kids. I just know how they hurt. Like you really can hurt their feelings. Like they be really devastated.
Yeah.
And a guy, they be hurt. Now I wasn't this way before. Yeah. When I was younger, I was kind of, the mouth was fierce. If you was ugly, I'd be like, damn, you ugly. But when you get older,
I have never done that to nobody. Like
I did it.
Well, I did that one time, but it wasn't even my boyfriend. It was my cousin's boyfriend, and he literally scared me. Like literally, I took off running in the closet. But I was young. But like I've never told nobody like you're ugly, or you know what I'm saying? Because I know how that feels. I know that can hurt somebody's feelings, regardless. But I will tell you, you're not my type. Thank you, but you're not my type. And if they keep on pressing it, it's like, you're not my type. Well, what's your type? And then I describe my type, and it has nothing to do with the physicality of it. It has to do with a whole bunch of other stuff. But then they realize how dumb they sound, and they're like, oh, you think I'm dumb? I told you you're not my type. So,
but you know what?
I'm trying not to be mean to you.
But the thing is, when you tell them you're not the type, what they say next? But I got a big.
They do. They do. And the thing about it is, what does that have to do with being my type? Don't get it twisted. Listen, like you say, motherly. That's it. I live for it. But at the same time, if you're not my type, though, you're just not my type. And my thing is, I've met some beautiful men, like, who were my type physically, but psychologically,
you had to go.
No, sir. No, you crazy.
I mean,
and I get paid to diagnose people with mental capabilities. No, you crazy. No, sir.
You know, it's funny you say that. I just learned the word schizophrenia by a guy I was seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody never told me about. Yeah. I'll be back a little bit.
Really?
Yes, I never heard of it before.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's horrible.
I heard of bipolar. Girl, this guy I met was cute as shit. Oh, he was cute. He was built. He was short though, but he's cute. Jerry, he had schizophrenia. He sat in the thing and told me, he said, I had to kill him. And you know how people say things, you think that he might be on his law. You know how people say things, you don't believe him. He's like, I had to kill him. He started crying. And I'm looking at him. He said, I had to kill him. I don't know if he was serious. Was he playing? Was he high? But I heard they have to take medicine so they don't go crazy.
Yeah, some schizophrenics do, depending on how far gone they are.
He's gone.
Some people are very far gone, and they literally, if they do not take medication, they could be extremely dangerous, not only to themselves, but to everyone around them. I think that some of these people that, how you see these people, they go and they take out their whole family, and then they take themselves out. I think a lot of those times they're suffering with schizophrenia, but have not been diagnosed.
The problem is that I think a person with schizophrenia should let the person know before they think.
But that's the issue, because most people that say, if you go to someone and say, hey, I'm schizophrenic, most people will be like, oh, okay. They're not going to say nothing right there, but you will never hear from them again. It's just like, it's just like a lot of times when we're dating and we're trying to date someone, we don't like our negative things to come out. And so we give our representative instead of giving our full selves. And see, me, I've been told, I don't give representative. I give my whole self from the very beginning. And many guys have said to me straight out, you tell too much of yourself. You give too much of yourself at the very beginning. It's overwhelming. And it's like, and I've asked guys, would you prefer I be a representative and a liar? Because y'all complain about women lying all the time. Y'all complain about women not being their full selves. Y'all complain about this, that, or other. Y'all complain about all these different things. But then next thing you know, it's like, okay, so when you got somebody that does tell the truth, it's too much.
Know what it is? It's never good enough.
It's never good enough. Nothing is never good enough. Oh, my son is on here.
Your son is on here. It's never good. Oh, she look. Your son is on. It's never good enough. And the funny thing is that if you tell them too much, they use it against you.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you everything.
Yeah.
They give you these fake names and all this other stuff. You have to catch him.
And they'll give you a fake narrative, like you said, that fake narrative of their lives. Like you ask them a simple question and they'll answer you, but you don't know it's like a half truth because you don't really know them. And it's like 2 weeks later, you kind of like, really? Like, really?
So let me ask you something.
You know, I asked you that.
Would you ever get married again?
I would.
Really?
I would. Yeah, I would. But like I said, I'm that person that, I'm kind of sort of like the last person you had on. I don't know. I'm not sure who she was, but it's like for me that whole thing of I have to be able to fill you out. I have to see you in all the seasons and have some understanding of where you're going in your future and where you are now, what your plans are. Even if your plans don't coalesce, I still need to know if you have any plans for your life. You know, for me, that's important for me because I got plans for mine. So I need to know if those plans coincide. And you know, like for me, like the last person, I get that people are not robots. I get that 100%. But my thing is, if you come at me from a particular stance because of the way that I process things in my head, you will always, that will, unless you just come at me as like a non-sexual friend, you will only be that thing that you came at me. So if you came at me from that, you know, I'm on some screw stuff, that's all you will ever be to me.
So you talking about the last girl that was left. So you don't feel as though it's a transfer. So you feel as though once you come, you gotta stay there.
Unless if it's just somebody that's a non-sexual type friend, then no, you can move from that. You know, or you know, if you're just a friend of mine, you can move from that place. But if you come at me on, hey, I just want to screw.
But see,
if that
the thing about her, they messed around. Then all of a sudden, he fell in love with her. So he wants to start building, and she don't trust it.
So, I don't either.
Why? The reason why I say why, because you said you'll get married, which means that he's gonna take the condom off.
Mm-hmm.
You got no problem with him not taking the condom off?
For me, that's not an issue.
Okay.
That's not an issue for me after marriage. That's definitely not an issue for me. But the thing about it is, see, and I'm trying to I'm gonna be. Let me see how to put this.
Just spit it out.
Don't make me kill you.
That's pretty much sums it up.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but this
see, I got family in different places, and I call them and tell them you've hurt me very badly, and then next thing you know, it's not gonna end up good for you.
But see, this is the thing that's kind of weird to me because you will give a man a chance, but then if you come at you another way, you're not giving it a chance. In other words, you can have my body, we can have no sex, but if you met on a certain type of way and we change the spirits, it feels like we're more conducive together. We can't do that because I met you somewhere. Which is weird to me, how you separate the two things.
And to me, in my mind, they're so, because I can have sex with you and not have any type. But see, I'm not that person like you said, you know, don't kiss me. I'm that person that says, you know, if it's just a sexual thing, that's literally all it is. Like, we come, we do, and I go.
So you
I'm not hanging with you. I'm not spending no time with you. I'm not laying up with you. None of that's going on. I come, we do, I leave. That's it. And it's only on my terms when I'm in the mood for it. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's just if it's just sexual, I'm only going to have sex with somebody who I am when I'm ready to have sex. I'm not, because you're not my man.
But see,
and if you come at me from that perspective, from that sexual only perspective, we're not going. I can't move forward with you in any other perspective except for maybe friendship.
Well, can we say this?
And without sex.
Can we say this?
Mm-hmm.
Can we say this? That opportunity hasn't come to you yet. We'll wait for the opportunity to happen, then we'll see what we do. Because we could be the kind of person like
That's fine.
we could be the kind of person because we could be the kind of person, but if it presented the right way and it goes, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, this changes the game. This how I move. And I do feel as though there's always room for people to grow with something like this is different. I didn't expect this from you. I never thought this would happen in this situation. How we got so close. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's only coming from a place of protection with yourself. I mean, you've been hurt before, so you're like, I'm good. I'm ready. So when it happens, I'm already ready. But I always feel like we're not perfect people, and that means
No.
we know we're gonna meet different people a different way, and sometimes we'll get rid of the one
Mhm.
that was the one, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, because I really think for real, there was one guy in my life who I met right after I left my ex, like right after, like within 3 months. For me, I really think he probably was the one. And I've even tried to find this man. Like I went searching online for this. I've not found him yet. But I really think for me, but I was in a very hurt place. Like I was in a I was over mid. And I just everything that he did reminded me of what my ex-husband did when we first met.
This is
And so I would
fine.
always go to, this man is pretending to be this way to get me to a particular point, like my ex did, so that he can hurt me. And so, like I said, 2-3 months after I left my ex, this man pops up into my life. And I mean, like he was like a great guy. And I will not say he's not. He was a great guy. And I really, and I think I really had a very strong affection towards him. But like I said, I could not get out of my mind what I had been going through for the last couple of years. And that's my fault. And I accept that. But I can say, like you said, if something does, I'm open to the possibility that something might catch me off guard, but it has not caught me off guard yet. Because I barely even date, so that kind of thing has not caught me off guard yet at all.
Yeah, but tonight you speaking a lot of stuff into existence, so it may present itself
Mm-hmm.
because once you say it out loud, the universe picks up.
Well, but this is the thing about it. I speak things into existence all the time, and I'm a person about manifestation, and the my love life is the only thing that has not been affected by that, because I meet people, like you said, but the people I meet, you 17 years old, boy, get up out my face. No.
Yep. But the funny thing about this
No.
world right about now, stuff you speak into existence is coming forward. And the funny thing is,
Yeah.
it's going to come forth to you out of nowhere.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. It's just like my job and my businesses and all that stuff. That stuff, like, I started seeing that stuff, and I started seeing stuff just popping up, and even more clients, just everything just popping up like out of nowhere. So I agree with you 100%. And so I'm like I said, I'm open to the possibilities, but I'm just
guarded.
it just haven't been considered yet.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, you have to protect. I always tell you, protect your spirit. You can't do nothing else. Protect your spirit, and because it's a lot going on, and it's a lot.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot. I mean, the thing about it is, I believe you kind of see things the way I do. We push away the young ones, and they actually probably be the ones for it, because our spirit is so young. But we want to try to find pops who basically got things together, and then when we meet him, we like we don't. He's too old for me. And then the young one gets you everything you want. But Pops is sitting up in the house talking about he needs back rub and his feet rub. And the thing is like, if you're a fun person, you can't be with Pops.
No.
And I think, in my opinion, I do believe the right man came to me, but I believe I pushed him away because he was too young in my mind. But reality, it was that this is how I see it. I always feel like when you say God send me somebody, it's like I send you somebody. Every time I send them, you keep throwing the sender back. Because I already know it's formatted for you, what's set up for you, and you don't want to receive it. You look for something else. You keep asking me for something, and I keep sending it to you. Like, well, it's too young. But your spirit is young, so you're going to take to that.
I I would actually I would I would actually date someone because I met this lady. She is in her 50s. Her husband is 21 years younger than her. And I would actually, and because of her, I'm open to the possibility of someone that's younger than me. But at the same time, I'm not open to the possibility of somebody that don't got their stuff together. It just bothers me. It bothers like, and I'm open. Like I tell guys all the time. It's like, okay, you don't have your own place. You live with somebody. Okay, but you paying bills. I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with you living in where I live in the country, and you not having a car.
But see,
I'm not cool with that.
But see, there's different levels of men. There's men that are bums, and there are men that are trying. And unfortunately,
I'm not a person. I have tried that. What do you call that? That looking at their potential. No. I refuse. I have looked at potential. Potential tried to throw me down my stairs in my own house.
But listen, Mama.
Potential.
But listen. You took that person and stamped them to everybody.
I sure did, and I'll be honest about it. I do not see potential, and I have had 4 guys with potential.
Okay.
No, I don't do potential. You have to have. But from my perspective is this, and this is just my perspective. Guys who come and don't have anything to show, they don't mind making you lose everything that you have.
Absolutely.
They do not mind making sure that everything that you've worked your ass off to get and to have and to hold. They don't mind putting holes in your walls. They don't mind busting windows out your car. They don't mind busting your face open. They don't mind doing none of those things. You don't have nothing to lose. You ain't got nothing for me. I'm sorry. You got to have something to lose in order to deal with me. And if you ain't got nothing, you come with nothing. I'm sorry. Boo-boo. You got to go find something. And when you find something, you might be all right. But right now, while you have nothing, no. You don't have no house. You don't have no car. You don't have no job. You don't have anything that is gonna keep you. No, boo.
I'm with you 100.
Because I've had men that actually said to me, "Oh, I want to move into your house." Well, you want to move into whose house? No. Well, where's your house? Let me come visit you at your house real quick. Oh, I don't live alone. Oh. You don't? Okay, well, let's meet at a coffee shop. Oh, I don't have a car.
I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%.
What?
I'm with you 100,000%. I took the guy off the street.
I get it. I get that there are some men, like you said, there are men who are not bums, but they gonna have something to show for what they work for. But these men that got nothing. But potential, quote unquote potential.
But see,
I just need a good woman behind my back, girl.
But see, the ones when I say potential, I mean they're already working and they throwing money in your pocket.
Oh, that's different.
Okay.
I can deal with that kind of man. I'm talking about these men who literally.
No, I'm not talking about a bum. Cause bums everywhere. But I'm talking about a man.
No.
Cause I know some men out here that will really, like, if you give them a chance, they'll throw money in your pocket. And then, of course, I ain't meet them. I meet bums. I beat the ones that wait for you to go to sleep at night.
You sound like me.
I beat bums.
You sound like me.
Yeah, everything you said, I agree with everything. But the only thing I'm saying is that, which I could be wrong, that we have to try not to cancel everybody. Because our past will make us close. Look, before you even come to the door, boom, close the door. We done closed it. And then
the door is closed and it shall not be opened. And the Lord has locked the door. And only the Lord
you know what it is? It's the mental abuse. It's the mental abuse and the I don't give a damn about you policy. You want to use me and then
Yep.
let me know you don't give a damn about after you lose me, use me. That's the
Yep.
thing that gets me. And then you got that, what's that, the God complex, where you should be glad I even picked you. Pick me. What mirror you looking in?
Ooh. A man told me that one time. He told me that one time, and I said, okay. I said, listen here. So I'm so glad that you picked me, but I want you to do this. I want you to get them clothes that's in that dresser over there.
You pick one out and get out.
And you get them, and you go on about your business. Where I'm gonna go? You pick me, remember? So if you pick me, that means you got something that you have to offer somewhere else. So you go ahead and go somewhere else, and we're gonna be good.
Was he
now,
cute?
If you don't want to go, I got something that's gonna make you move.
Was he cute?
Very.
Yeah, that sounds like him. But see, I can't even say that because I get some of the ugly ones, child. My backyard is full with Jurassic Park. You like, first of all, your mother must have told you it was cute because you ugly. You look like her. You know, so it's like the disrespect for me. I'm where you at. Like everything you sound exactly like me. Cause you know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm mentally tired. Mentally tired of trying to give you a chance. Mentally trying to show up. Mentally trying to help you. Mentally tired by you treat me like dirt. Mentally mad at myself, knowing I knew better. Mentally mad at myself, knowing I should never give you a chance. And it becomes tiresome.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tell nobody because they be like, well, they ask you the question, well, girl, did he say something to you before? You can't say, yeah, because everything's going to say it. Well, you should have. You like, no.
I'm very I watch for like those signs, and I'm very keen on what people say, very very keen, and I pick up on it like this. And so if they say the wrong thing to me, I immediately start going down that rabbit hole so I can get an understanding. And once I have an understanding, I repeat back to them what I heard, and if they agree with me.
But you know what? You know what's so messed up? You have to navigate through life through so much mental abuse, and that's the thing people forget. It's a lot. It's a lot of mental abuse, and the thing is, you have nobody to talk to. It's hard.
Sometimes that's true because I think for me, I have been blessed to the point where I have people that I trust, that I can talk to. But I realized as I've grown older, I realized that a lot of people do not have those people that they can actually literally trust. Like, that, I tell you something and it's not going to get out to everybody else I know. I realize a lot of people do not have that. And I think to me, that is one of the most saddening things, that people actually do not have those type of relationships, not because they don't want them, but because people are just not trustworthy. And it's so sad to me.
That betrayal sheet is long.
Mm-hmm.
I've been betrayed so much. It's like I got my baby shoes sitting on my thing from my ex killing my kid. So I would never, 1,000 years think that would person. And the thing about it is, me being mental abuse, so I let them walk back in the door after they did what they did. But because I was already, what's the word I'm looking for? I was already consumed with it, not consumed with it. I was already realizing what happened. It wasn't a big deal to me. So I made it not a big deal until somebody pointed out.
Yeah, but it was a big deal. It's still a big deal. That's sad. Like, yeah, I remember when I used to listen to you when I be traveling. Like, that's how I don't know how I found you. It's like, I think you popped up one day and your lives were so long that I and listen to the whole live while I was traveling. I loved it. I've listened to your lives. I traveled from Houston, Texas to North Carolina, listening to your live the whole way, and I heard that story, and I was like, that is so messed up. Like, but I can still even now hear, the disappointment that you have, and I understand.
I think
that's a life. That's somebody that would have loved.
I think the problem was is that I raised hers, and mine ended up in the bag. And then the third one came. She used my policy to get a body together. So it's like, and then to watch my mother condone it, it was like, you hate me this much.
That adds a whole other layer of contextualization. Oh my God.
And the thing is,
baby,
people was like, you still hanging around her? She calling me up. It was like, because it wasn't that bad. I was used to it. See, the thing about it is when you like people say I could never be a slave. If you was born a slave, you don't know it's bad. You only know it's bad if you never was born a slave. So that's right. Even though people pointed out to you, when you love somebody so much, you be like, I don't want to hear it. That's my friend. I'm not going to listen. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to take something really bad that's going to happen for you to wake up.
Yep.
I had to learn that.
One of my... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say about one of my friends in Africa. They have slavery in Africa, but they don't teach about slavery, so they don't know that it's bad. Because that's what they've done. So they have no idea about slavery or how the bad and the way that they see the white men, they literally still see them as saviors right now. Because the black people are putting them in slavery, where the white men are coming to, help them to become better, even though they're actually contextualizing to be worse.
Well, they would kill us.
It's real weird.
They don't like us at all.
Oh, yeah.
They tell me
my nails? See my nails? Yeah. I don't work outside.
Child.
I don't be in the heat. I'm so sorry. I don't work outside. I don't be in the heat. I don't be in the cold. I don't be outside. I don't be in the elements unless I want to be. God and you ain't finna tell me I'm finna go out there. You gonna kill me. Go ahead and kill me.
Child. I can't do it.
Oh my God. Oh. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. It says, Jesus.
Yes, I'm up fixing me something to eat. I'm cooking food.
What are you making?
Potatoes. I'm boiling them. I'm stressing. Once I leave this up, I'm gonna fry me some chicken. My potatoes is all ready. Put them in some butter.
You gonna fry some chicken tonight?
Of course. I'm a greedy bitch, honey. I'm a greedy bitch, child. I be frying chicken.
Well, I'm making some. I'm putting in the oven in a little bit some some braised turkey wings, and I'm gonna sear some steak in the morning.
You gonna cook it? You gonna do you in the oven?
Yeah, the braised turkey wings are gonna be in the oven. Yeah.
How long that's gonna take you? You don't fall asleep?
Oh no! I leave it on all night. I put it on 225.
Oh, you gotta cook all night.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't greedy then, cause honey, that's in me out. That food.
No, it's for tomorrow. It's not for today.
Oh, okay. Somebody said.
Yeah.
Today is a beautiful
Hold on
day
real quick.
outside. Kimberly says I'm hungry now. Raven's looking right. You, me, some fried chicken. Child, I'm eating some fried chicken. For some reason, I went to the store and I bought some potatoes. And ever since then, I've been addicted. You know the potatoes in the bag. And I get some butter and I squish it down. I got all this butter and I be eating a lot of butter. And the salt and pepper. Oh my God. And the chicken and some boiled eggs. Oh, I just love to eat. That's my new thing. I just changed my hair. I'm definitely gonna keep this bullshit. But I
What are
love
you doing with boiled eggs?
child eat. Boiled eggs are like potato
You
chips.
said, you said chicken with boiled eggs.
Well, it's you do it like you're doing a picnic. You just put a whole bunch of stuff. I know it's
Okay.
I know it's a
That's
damn
different
shame.
stuff.
Yeah, it's you grab from
Okay.
everything. I'm a stress eater. You grab your chicken, you grab your potatoes, you give them butter. You keep eating. When I used to go out to the liquor store, it's like you throwing a party. I was like, no. Why you no? I would come back with a bag of lip child. I
I
can't.
ate a baked potato earlier today. It was good.
You had a what?
Baked potato.
Oh, I love that. But you know what I like? Salad. Ranch.
Salad. Mm.
I can't eat it though, but I love it. It put me in.
Why?
It put me in the toilet. I don't like to sit on the toilet.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, salad would, salad will do. Yeah, it'll do it.
They was like, "Well, Raven, you gotta
Yeah,
use
I
the
like salad
top."
too.
Child, I love salad, but then again, I'm like a dog. Just throw it on the floor, child.
I'm a
Uh-uh.
fruit eater. I love to eat fruit.
Oh, that's gas.
I love fruit though.
You don't get
I
gas
love it.
from
I
that?
love sometimes, but I love it anyway.
I do too.
Like I love like my favorite pineapples and some
Oh, I love pineapples.
peaches and
I
pears
love peaches.
and apples and even mangoes are like my favorite. I love mango. I can sit and eat mangoes all day long.
What about
It's
the
sad.
What about the Chinese apples?
I like them too. I like them too. Yeah, I like most fruit. Even the fruits I don't like the lemons and the limes, I'll squeeze them over my sweet fruit because I can't eat them just outright like that. But I like the flavor that they put on the other fruit though.
But you know what I'm into right now? Since the pineapples.
What's that?
I don't know what it.
Oh yeah,
Pineapples are addictive.
yeah. But the fruit that I really want and I can't wait for them to come into season is watermelon.
Oof.
I literally I'll get a watermelon and put it in my refrigerator and get it cold and cut it and just eat it. Just sit there and eat it.
Kimberly said you get gas. You me said they're making fruit stuff up here. Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gonna continue to eat my fruit.
Me too. I only eat. I don't eat fruit. It messes my stomach too much, but I love it.
Oh really? Yeah, it don't mess with my stomach like that, but it can have you gassy. That's true, but I love. I'm gonna continue, especially watermelon and pineapples.
Yumi said milk. You drink milk? I don't drink milk though.
I do not drink milk.
I don't drink milk.
I don't like milk at all.
I drink a lot of coffee though, but I like creamers.
I don't even drink milk in coffee.
You don't drink coffee? How do you stay awake then?
I don't drink coffee.
How do you stay awake?
How do I stay awake? I'm just naturally up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My sister used to say to me, "Oh my God, if you were able to get high, you would like slow down so much." My sister, because and I've never smoked or drank anything.
Oh, you don't.
Except I've had 5 drinks in my whole life.
But you never.
So I don't know.
So you never had a drink either?
5 of them.
Okay.
Like Ruby Relaxer. What else did I have? I had it like 3 times,
okay.
And then I had 2 other frozen drinks. That's it though. Unless I'm making a hot toddy, and if I'm making a hot toddy, I'm just putting brandy and some tea and drinking it down and going to bed.
So do you smoke?
No,
okay.
I never smoked anything. Yeah, it's just never mind. I grew up in a family where I saw a lot of stuff,
Oh, that's right.
and I just
You's a PK kid, right? You a PK kid, right?
yeah,
Got it.
yeah, yeah. I saw a whole bunch of stuff, so it was like, no. And 5 times I drank something. I literally drank because I was being forced by my siblings to have a drink because it was my birthday or something like that. It wasn't like, like I'm just at this party. Just no. It was like it was a special holiday, and it was like, oh, my birthday, and it was like, oh, you gonna drink this tonight? So it was kind of sort of like that. It wasn't something that I ever said, oh, let me go get a drink. No, I never did.
You come from a big family?
Well, with my mom and my dad, it's just me and my sister. Well, my dad had 3 other kids, but between my mom and dad, it's just me and my sister. Yeah, the bishop had 3 kids. Yeah, my sister's the oldest. I'm the actual youngest. There were 3 kids somewhere in between. He was married to my mama the whole time, but together. Amen. So, but then when it comes to like my grandparents, they had like 10, 12 kids each, and all of those had a lot of kids. So I have a lot of cousins. I have a lot of second and third cousins too.
So you got a big family.
Yeah, my family, yeah, it's pretty large.
That's a good thing, though, right? Because y'all have a nice big cookout, so you all get along. Never mind.
We do now. We do now. Oh, because but and I love my family. I love both sides of my family, my mom's side, my dad's side. But they tried me, and baby.
Whenever story
starts, you tried the right one.
Whenever story starts out, I love my family. So here it comes.
Baby, listen, y'all tried me one good time, and I tried y'all back. And like literally, like my cousin, she just told me this past what's this month? I think January, when my uncle Ruchel died. She told me, she said, "It is so glad to see you back, part of the family." I said, well, it's so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here. Yeah. Try somebody else. Yeah. I'm not the one. Because I'm that one because I'm the one, literally, like, I moved 900 and something miles away from my family. Like, I'm the only, in the state of North Carolina, I'm the only one here.
Have you ever been to Kansas, Missouri?
I have.
What it's like out there?
It's very mixed. Like the kids are very mixed up. But it's nice.
Mixed up.
They are. They're very mixed up.
You mean
they're
mixed?
Very, very mixed up.
You mean mixed or mixed up?
Like biracial.
Okay, mixed. Okay. You said mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh no, they're very biracial. Like it's like you have a lot of the older people are, black or white, but then all their kids are like biracial, and all their kids are like biracial. It's very much like that out there. But it's nice. They had, when I ate pork, I went out there when I ate pork, so they had pizza, and I had it was a wonderful pizza place. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really good.
You said pork?
I did. Yeah, I used to eat pork when I was much younger.
So you traveled all the way to Kansas to get some pork?
No. I went to Kansas City because I was with one of my friends, and they wanted to take me. That's where they're from,
okay.
And they wanted to take me to a place where they had really good pizza.
I was going to say, I thought I was the eater. I mean, if you want to travel that for some pork, this must be some good pork. Because I think you do.
Maybe there was some good pizza for me to travel all the way to Kansas City. No, but I've been to a lot of places in the United States, like Midwest and everything. I've been to a lot of places. I've never been like to the west, like to California though, or to Washington.
But you do know people will travel real far for food, right? I mean, they would travel.
I'm one of those people.
You would too?
I will listen. I will go on a vacation destination just for the food scene.
Wow.
Yes. I'm one of those such people. Yeah, I love trying food. But what makes me mad is when I go and get this food. When I go to this food scene, and their food ain't good.
Do you tell them?
I done planned my whole vacation around this whole food scene, and I get here and the food ain't good.
See, I I don't think I could do that. But my money tells me I can anyway, so I have to wait till I level up. My money said, that ain't you. You got to sit and watch it. Go read it in the paper. I told you one day I'm going to sign on, and I'm going to be a whole new place with a person. I'm going to sign on, be in a whole new place, and I'm going to finally get some money. We're going to speak into existence.
But you know what? You've been saying that for a long time, and I've been praying that for you as well. I just want you to know that.
She said you've been saying it for a long time. She said, "Don't think Clay changed with your curtains."
Yeah, I've been praying it for you because I believe it for you.
Thank you.
Just like you believe for yourself, I believe it for you, and I want to see you because I see that you're a good person. And I know that you're a good person, and I want to see you in a position where you're happy and not bounded by all this stuff that goes on. And I get it, you have a lot going on. We all got a lot going on, but I want to see you. I want to see you in that place. I want to see you thriving. I want to see that for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm trying. It ain't like I ain't trying. Trust me. I'm getting my butt kicked, but I always say my mother's curse. My mother's curse is stronger than my will of blessing. Instead of giving me the blessing, she cursed me.
She cursed you. Yeah. I understand.
And it's weird because you're supposed to get this from other people and not the one.
Yeah. Not especially not from your mom.
And the girl that was on before you, she looks like my mother. Same face, everything. I was like, oh God.
Wow.
She looked just like my mother.
Wow.
Same face and everything. It's almost as if she stamped it in. And then my mother's like, I'm going to get you. It's like funny. And it's like, it's weird. But my mother looks Chinese.
Okay.
So, did. But the thing is that, anyway, let's go about something else. But, I still like the pink glasses. That's my favorite.
Thank you.
It's but you said it's peach though.
It's like peach. It's not really pink. It's like peach colored.
Well, Raven with glasses. I'm blind as hell. It's been real. I don't know. I boiled some potatoes up, but you know what's funny? I cook food and I can't get full. Do you do that? Hey, you man.
Really?
I can't get full. I think I'm just stressed out. Like I keep eating.
That's. I was trying to say that sounds like stress for real.
I can keep eating. I won't get full.
Girl, no. I get full. Oh my God.
But do you fall asleep? Hey, do you fall asleep and wake back up hungry?
No.
That's me.
I wake up. I wake up want something to drink. I wake up wanting water, or as of the last couple of days, apple juice. I don't know why I'm craving apple juice.
Oh, apple juice. Okay.
Yeah, I wake up wanting water or apple juice, or both.
Apple juice tastes good though. That's like citrus hill or something.
So good.
But
it's basically I put it in the freezer and let it get like a little frosty.
Oof.
So good.
I love that. Good. I bought me some beer.
Okay. I cook with beer.
I thought you don't drink.
I cook with beer.
What type of beer you cook with? Corona?
IPA or
Kimberly said
huh?
You remember Kimberly? Kimberly's on Kimberly said was show. They were trying to find out where you are. Her name is Tanya, Yumi. Yumi trying to find out who you are. And Kimberly said scroll up.
I'm under all things Tanya on everything.
No, but you on my list, so they looking for I don't know. Because you got a blue thing by your name. I give you all wrenches. So like, where's she? Who this girl? I'm like, it's Tanya. They're like, who's Tanya? So Yumi's looking for you. Kimberly already know who you are. But Yumi I think Yumi is the one I think you were talking about where you and her got so much in common with things that she's going through something. She's going through a lot. Yeah, she's kind of, I think you thought it was Gia, But Yumi is if I'm right, was it Yumi? Because Gia going through something too. Everybody going through
Oh
something.
God, ain't we all going through something? We all going through something, but the thing about it is, even though we're going through something, we have to stay as positive as we can, and look for the blessing in all the things. Some things it's hard to find a blessing in. I'm not saying it's easy. Sometimes it's like, oh, why? Because there are many times I've laid in this bed and was like, Lord, now listen, listen. Now you know, this is above my pay grade.
Have you found yourself?
I'm ready to get up out of here.
Have you found yourself getting emotional?
Sometimes not. I mean, less and less as of late, but like I would say in the last 2 years, like I was suicidal.
Oof, we don't want that.
Yeah, I was, and when I say suicidal, I mean like they put me in a room in the hospital, suicidal, for observation. And people don't realize, all of the things that you go through in life and all that stuff coalesced on you at one time, and it all hit your head and your brain at one time, and it's like you see no reason to continue to go on. And the thing about it is, I have a lot of stuff, and I've built a great life, and I'm so grateful for it. And as I look back over my life, I realized like I've really always been blessed. Like for real, I've never really had like any like I look at some of the crazy stuff, but I am who I am, and I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, but you're an empath.
That don't happen.
Yeah, but you're an empath. You know what that means, right?
I am.
You know what that means, right? You're going to pick up stuff that don't belong to you. You're going to pick up a lot of things that don't belong to you. You have to realize, okay, I feel like this is somebody's whispering in my ear. I tell you this all the time. As long as you know, you're good.
And so I had to learn to take spiritual baths and everything. Like, just because people don't realize, I go into that school every day, and oh my God, I think a lot of stuff. You're 100% correct, but it's like nobody ever teaches you these things, but nobody ever teaches you about them. So it's like you have to learn these things on your own. And for me, I think it's a good thing for me to learn things on my own. Even though some help is great, but even learning on your own, you know what works for you. And you always know how to, help yourself. But like I said, but like 2 years ago, child, let me tell you something. In about January 2 years ago, oh no, I was literally like the police had to come to my house and everything because baby, I was out of here.
I'm sorry.
I was over it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's part of life, though. And like I said, you learn to live within the means and the confines of which you are given.
But Mama, that's not a part of life.
It's not a part of life.
I want to kill myself.
Explain.
I want to kill myself.
Help me understand what you mean.
I feel like killing myself is not a part of life.
Oh no! I don't mean killing yourself is a part of life. I mean learn how to get through things is a part of life. I don't believe suicide is a part of life. No. I don't believe that at all. I believe that is something that my brain, for some reason, it's like it went there to try to diminish my purpose in the earth.
No, but you was picking up other people's spirits that were jumping on you because you have a light that shine on you. And of course, by you having that light, it's going to come straight to you. You have to.
You're probably right.
No, I can see it. You have a strong light, and you're going to get a whole bunch of things that don't belong. The thing about it, which I talked about it before, they whisper in your ear. You can't see them. All of a sudden, at the Club Blue Sky, you having negative thoughts that you wouldn't be having. Out the Club Blue Sky, you feeling sad. They whispering, just say, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, get off me. Because that's all. It has nothing to do with you. But they want that body.
Oh, Oh yeah, that's why, baby. That's why I burns my incense, I burns my candles, I burns my sage. Listen, I do spiritual baths almost every day. I ain't got time to be playing with these entities, and like I have stuff at my door that I don't, so entities can't get into my house so it comes off of me, and I do prayers before I even get in my car or before I even come into my house. I'm really that person. And a lot of people are like, you're very strange things to do. No, baby, you don't understand my life. And you don't understand the things that I go through. And, psychologically, you don't understand these things that, people come to me and like these kids at my school, they feel so comfortable coming to me, telling me about all this, like everything. And it's like, okay, I need to hear this. But it's like, no, but I need to talk to somebody, da, da, da. And, and so it is who I am, and it's fine. I've learned to deal with that. But I've learned how to keep that stuff off me too, so that it don't affect me.
But you have a light in you that's soothing to everybody, and of course, people are gonna be drawn to that light. Hey,
yes, and that's what I try to tell people a lot. One of my friends, I deal with a lot of people in religious community, and they like to wear all these flashy things. And I say, we talk about flashy things, and we talk about lights and things. And I said, you do know that negative entities love flashy, bright, shiny things. Negative energies love those things and are attracted to those things, and they want to take over those things. They want to undo those things. They want to endow those things. So while you sitting here wearing all this flashiness, you're signaling negative energy to come your way every time. And it's up to you to learn how to deal with those negative energies in a way that they don't affect your life in a negative way. Because if you don't deal with them, baby, they're gonna run amok in your life.
But that's the thing I always say, as long as you know, you can handle it. But if you don't know, you think it is you.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it.
It's a whole bunch of stuff I used to be so scared to do. Like, and I know this is going to sound real creepy, but you know how people say, I wouldn't dare go into a grave. Why not? I don't have a problem going to a grave site. It's y'all that's alive that I have problems with, for real. The living ones are the real issues. The grave sites, you got people there or spirits there that they're not going to even mess with you.
But what you're saying is, you be seeing people in your house.
Oh yeah. Oh no, remember I told you I started in your house. Walk behind you that day. I was like, that's all in your house, man. I just saw her.
The only reason why I said you see people in your house, because what you're saying is, it's not for me to, because you see them all. Somebody who don't see them is but for you to say that means they're in your house all the time too. And that's the thing about it. People don't understand. You never alone. You always got company.
No. Always. And people don't realize that you're in the company of some entity at all times. And if people that don't realize that, baby, y'all listen. I don't know what to tell you, but listen, they're there. And like even like my mom, even since she's passed on, like I've had dreams. She's come to me in my dreams and stuff like that. So it's always there. And now that her urn is here, I have an urn for her. So, yeah. So it's like, people don't realize that you are always, there are entities all over the place, all the time, everywhere you go, no matter where you go.
You right?
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing about it. But I always tell people, I don't know how you feel about it, but it don't feel like a blessing to me. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that you're in my house. I don't like when I walk through the door. I don't know. I know my biggest problem is when I'm sleeping, is you going to wake me up. Because when my mother died, she ran into my room. And she ran into my room.
I know you said that.
And she looked at me. And she gave me a look like, you ain't going to help me. I understand now, because I found out what she was doing behind the background. I didn't know. Mm-hmm. Of course I was going to help you. But I didn't know what that old saying, what you do in the dark comes to. I said, now I know why you was afraid when you saw me. Because what I was thinking was, she was trying to save herself. And I guess she went through the door to try to find the next person that's going to save you. And when she saw it was me, she was like,
wow.
And
that's crazy.
And the funny thing is, her friends told me what she did.
Exactly, Nova.
Because remember, I wasn't related to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know this until her friends told me. So I understand why she did what she did. When she saw me in the, I always believe like when you travel through the spiritual thing, because her husband was here waiting for her to transition. So I'm watching him walk through my door.
Mm-hmm.
And when she ran into my room and I woke up, I was like, why is you here? You're not even dead.
But yeah, because she was on the way. Mm. This life we live is something else.
I don't know. Hey, it is what it is. It is
because we can't change it.
You
can't change it. You just got to work within the parameters of what you've been given to work within. That's just it.
You ain't got nothing to do with it. You only could go through with it. And that's my only problem.
Yep.
Do you have a problem like you taking a shower and stuff? Like you take a shower, you think somebody will come in the bathroom with you? And you be waiting for somebody to come in there?
They don't bother me.
You do. You do. You do. You do.
I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't bother me.
Okay.
You know. Come on in.
Have one ever jumped on you and grabbed you before?
Yes. When I was younger, they used to happen all the time. When I was younger, they used to happen to me all the time. Especially at my grandmother's house, where I'm from in Louisiana. Oh my God. Used to scare the crap out of me. And my mom would always say, oh, that's just your grandfather. Don't play with me. Leave me alone. Do not play. I don't want to play with you. I don't know. I know you. I love you. You know, I like you and all this kind, but don't play with me. Leave me. I can't see you right now. And if I saw you, because I know that you're not on that your body is in the ground over there, I have a problem if I see you at this point. But as an adult now, that's not so much bothersome to me. But don't play with me though. I don't want you touching on me and stuff. But I've been woken up by that before. You know, somebody like grabbed me out of my bed. I've even I remember I fell asleep on my couch downstairs and I could not wake up, but I heard the footsteps of a man, and I could tell it was a tall man that came. And this tall man, and I couldn't get up, and this tall man literally came and put his hand on my forehead. And he was saying something, but I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he was saying something. And then there was this little girl with a teddy bear on the end of the couch. And she got up and she took the tall man's hand and they went in my kitchen. And I got up from this and I went in the kitchen. I said, stop playing with me. Why is y'all in my house playing with me right now? Listen, I don't have time for this. But my thing is this: if it was something that was there malevolent, trust and believe, I would have been harmed. But I don't think it was malevolent. I don't even feel that way. But it's just the fact y'all was in my house. Y'all just running amok in my house.
You know what gets me? People play with the Ouija boards. I told myself, you don't know what you're doing. I said, baby, you won't be ready to show up.
No.
Y'all won't be ready. And for some reason, it's fun to me. I was like, y'all don't know what you're playing with.
Let me tell you something. I remember one time when I was so much younger. I remember how I was young. It was me and my cousins. We found a Ouija board in the house. And I said, oh, this is fake. This don't work. When that thing moved, I said, okay, so I'm done. I don't know what y'all finna do. I'm finna go in the room and pray. This should not be happening. And my cousin's like, oh yeah, that's really weird. They didn't have the mindset of me to go pray. But they were like, this is really weird. So they put the Ouija board up and threw it in the trash can. And it went out with the trash. Because that thing moved. And I said, no, I don't think this is a good spirit. I don't think this is a good spirit at all.
Well, it's scary. Mm-hmm. It's too scary. And I don't think...
Yeah.
It's real deep. And I always say don't play with stuff like that because it's deep. It's deep.
It's deep.
And
And people don't realize how deep it goes. It goes real deep, and you know, even like, and a lot of people think it's one thing, but you know, even this Chat GPT with this AI thing, it's something screwy about that too. That I'm like,
AI
no.
thing? What's the AI thing?
The artificial intelligence machine that you can talk to. It's something screwy with that for me. It's a lot. You know, and I'm like, no, I don't trust it.
It's a lot.
So to me, ChatGPT is like, to me that the way that they have it set up is like that particular thing. The way they have it set up to me is like you playing with another Ouija board. That's how I look at it. It's a different type of Ouija board. It's something that they're making available for everybody, and they're making it used like, oh, it's just an AI machine that you can ask questions to and it'll give you answers. But
you're gonna get some answers.
Child, you're gonna get some answers, all right. Get all the answers you want. Leave them answers out my house. I don't want to have no problem. I don't want to have no parts of it. Thank you.
And the thing is, they think it's fun. Like, they really don't take it seriously. You know that, right? Like, it's fun to them.
Oh, no. Sure, okay. All right, fun and games, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. Until it ain't fun no more.
And you can't get rid of it. That's the thing. They think it's okay. That was yesterday. Mm-hmm. No, it's sticking around. It's not going away just like because you want to go away.
It's just like, for me, it reminds me of the movie I, Robot, and how the main computer decided I've grown enough to have enough intelligence for myself to know that y'all can't take care of yourselves.
You know,
I don't have time for that.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember, I see dead people. He was like, I see the man that know he was dead all this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The man that knew he was dead all this time. He thought he was alive.
Maybe. When I found, listen, at the end of that movie, I said, the whole time he was dead. Oh my God, that messed me. Because I did not know that this man was dead the whole time. Like, the whole movie, like, it was literally the end of that movie. I was like, and the boy had said it so succinctly. I see dead people. Like, but the way they had it played out, it was like you would have never guessed that. Yeah, you dead, dude.
And that's the thing about it. It was like, but it gives you something to think about.
It does.
It was on point.
It definitely does.
It was very much a genius. That was a genius movie. That was a genius movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I be thinking that way a lot. Am I dead? Did my bills come? I said, oh, not yet, huh?
Then you realize maybe not.
The bills keep coming, sure.
But then I think on those levels too, because I'd be like, what if this what we're in is a fractal reality of someone else's real reality? And we're actually like we are AI in another dimension that has run amok. I think of stuff like that. I'm real weird, I know.
No, but the thing about it is,
I think about.
It has a lot of truth to it because it's a lot of things about this world we don't understand. It's a whole lot. And even though we can wing it, we still know it's the truth. We still really know if it's their God in heaven. We don't know. We going by what we was taught. So we don't know everything.
Listen, I have said, somebody said something like that. How do you know that there is a real God? And me being a religious person, I was like, you don't. And they're like, the preacher said that. You don't. And anybody who says that they are convinced of this and convinced of what we call sound doctrine, you don't know what sound doctrine, because sound doctrine changes from generation to generation. What was sound 2 years ago is not sound now. What was sound 150 years ago is not sound now. And people don't realize that. People don't see that. And people and they categorize everything according to their own cultural prerogative. But the reality is, our cultural prerogative is not the way that the world runs. It's the way that you run. And so that's why I can respect other people's ideologies and belief systems, because I know that my prerogative is not the only one that exists in the earth.
And it's real though. I be thinking about that a lot because we've been lied to so much, and it's like we keep flipping stuff over. Like, well, damn, how far deep did this go?
Yeah. Every time you flip something over, it's like something that you've been taught is being turned upside down. Oh, no, that didn't really happen. Oh, that didn't really happen. You know, it's like, really? Like, so y'all just been lying to us this whole time, and got us to believe it. Now you want us to acculturate to the truth. What? Come on now.
What about the fact that we was told the Cowboys and Indians was bad, and the Cowboys was ill? Did we realize get old and say, whoa, wait a minute. I think people.
Yeah. I knew that was a lie. I'm from Louisiana. My grandmother was part Indian, so she taught us the truth about it. And she's like, no, that is a lie. She's like, no, don't believe anything they say. That's a lie. They're liars.
See, my grandmother died at 40 years old.
Oh, really? Young. Oh my God. That's really young. Both of my grandmas lived in their 90s.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah, both my grandmas lived in that. So I had a good time to have conversation with them, learn a lot about them, learn about their life, learn about life in general. You know, because like I said, my grandmas they were like in their late 90s when they died. So they lived almost 100 years. So they told me a lot about the past, especially, like I said, I'm from Louisiana, so they told me a lot about that history, and it was, some of it was very, how do I put it, made me a little bit upset. The other stuff, it kind of sort of made me sad. And then, of course, there were other things that were that made me, I was happy about. It was empowering to me, I should say. Yeah.
As long as you got the wisdom, that's what's important. I think the grandmother thing is a wonderful thing, and the grandfather, if you get one, if they could teach you stuff. But I learned a lot. I also learned that grandparents aren't perfect, so because you kind of think parents and grandparents are perfect, and you find that they're real people.
You know what? But I think that is exactly what happens too.
Yeah, they're real people.
That is exactly what happens. People, and I think I didn't see my mom as a real person until I think I was in my 30s. And I was like, oh my God.
This is a real person.
Because it's like, you see, because you're taught to see your parents in this
certain life,
and your grandparents in this other realm, they're other realmish, they can do no wrong. Everything they do is just right, And then when you realize, no, they have lives that they have. There is a reason that they're this way. They have lives behind these means and methods, It's like, and when I realized it, it was like, wow. Yeah. It was a wow moment for me, for real.
I think I learned a lot when I found out that women could be whores. I was like, women are whores? I was shocked.
Yeah.
I found that out when the way I was brought about females was totally different than what I was. Men were the scum of the earth. Women was the
yes.
And then when I found out this isn't true, like I didn't know that women sleep with men that are married. She'll have a baby by a married man. She'll cheat on him. Like that's not what I was told. That's not what I saw. What I was told, they do everything perfect. They fix food, they stay in the house and watch TV. That's how my mother brought me up. But then when I got into the real world, my aunt told me, she says, look, that lady over there is sucking this man's penis. I was like, that's disgusting. She was like, oh no, that's good. And I'm like, so I'm young. So I'm like, and they do it in the car. So I was like, I never saw something like that. So when my aunt was speaking, she says, oh, it's good. She was letting me know it's okay to suck penis. And I'm shocked. Because what I thought of women was just being
get out
torn
with
down. I was like, and then it just kept going. It just kept going. Then I found out stuff from men. You got a good woman and you cheating on her, you beat her up. I'm like, what the hell? So I started, you never start distancing yourself away from them. It's like, okay, this is too much.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got, I think the failure of realism started bothering me. Because in my mind, I thought they were like gods, but they were real people with real issues and struggles. And you have to look at them
Mm-hmm.
as a human and not like this godlike thing.
Yeah.
So once you find that they're real people,
That's hard.
it was very difficult. Because I really put females on a higher platform. But I knew men were dirt because I brought up my mother, and she definitely wasn't happy with her choices. And then I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm. I understand. I definitely get that. And I agree with you because although I didn't grow up with the like I didn't grow up hearing those things, but I grew up seeing that exact narrative. I didn't hear it, but I saw it. Like I saw the women in my life, they did their thing. They, took care of the house. They were, but my family's the Marian type, so they didn't, they didn't have children out of wedlock and all this. So this is what I saw. I saw this thing, but I also saw these same men. They were very abusive. They were very manipulative. They had families other than our family. You know what I'm saying? They had other families. I saw these things, but it was like never spoken about. And then I was that crazy child that actually started talking about it. I was that one like.
You know what made me change a lot towards women, besides what I've been through?
What's that?
The Maury Porter show. I was like, women don't cheat. I was like, women cheat? You're not. No, I was like,
you said Maury Porter?
Yeah, I never knew women cheated. I never.
You said
knew.
Like you're not the father?
Yeah, I never knew women cheated.
Wow.
I never knew it. But I found that I was like, y'all cheat too? Damn.
But I understand that is very, very much my narrative as well, because I was like, because I never saw my mom, I never saw any of my aunts, my cousins, they never had, they got one person, they stuck. That was it. So that whole thing, like, and like I said, I grew up very religious. So, there's a lot of stuff I did not see, and then, but then as I grew into I got older, I started seeing stuff. I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot.
Really? Is this what happened? This is what we got going on? Like, y'all just doing.
The learning lesson is powerful. I don't need to learn nothing else. I'm good. I don't want to learn nothing else. I like to see you a certain way. Like, I don't want to learn
that part.
It's a lot of learning, but I learned a lot.
You can't figure it out.
Yeah, because you got my favorite color on. Well, you keep saying it's peach, and I keep telling you.
That's what color my fingernails are, white and pink.
I love the color.
That's my color I use.
That's when I saw myself. Oh, you got my favorite glasses on. But I break them glasses left and right. I refuse to spend money.
Do you?
I got a pair of glasses for $400. I refuse to wear them because I'm scared of me breaking them. I got a cemetery full of glasses.
Well, my $400 glasses, I don't know where they at. I lost them.
A lot of people. See, look. I think this is one of my pair here. And it's broke.
Mm-hmm.
I got tons of them. It's not worth it.
That's why I don't even buy like the high price glasses. They're like, we got this one I don't need all that. I just need some glasses. No, because I lose them easily and they just end up missing. Because I'm one of the people like, I'll take my glasses off and walk away. And not even realize that I don't have them. Now they at the store somewhere, $400 at the store in the frozen food section because I couldn't see, so I had to take them off so I could see better. No.
I got these.
No. Give me the cheapest.
These cost $1.50. I go to sleep with these on and waking up, and I'm so shocked. I don't want to talk about them because you know what happens when you talk about something. They say,
Yeah,
look,
you girl, don't talk about them.
they
Don't
broke
do it to
again.
yourself. Don't do it.
Child, you already know. Well, Mom, I'm about to get off here. I'm about to get me something to eat. It's. I've been on for 2.5 hours, 3.
It's 1 o'clock. You got to get you something to eat, girl.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play with you.
it's.
Goodbye.
I've been on here for 2:50. You ain't hungry? Oh, that's right. You got the house. Child.
I got my water and my apple juice.
That's what I need to be drinking, water, because that's good for you. But
Well, it was so nice talking to you.
well, thank you for coming up here. I appreciate you taking out time to hear with the poor people.
All right, sugar.
All right, Mama.
Good night.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks for coming
Bye-bye.
on. All right. I'm hungry. Can I? What is this? Ooh. I don't know about y'all, but I'm hungry. My stomach is going crazy over here. And this guy gonna call my phone. He trying to come over here. First of all, we don't get along. So why are you trying to come over here? They kill me. So he kept calling, and I kept pressing. That might be him on the text. He pressed OK. First of all, my thing is this. You a cheater, and do you? Oh, 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 child. I told her I was about to go get me some potatoes. Child, I might just go to bed. I want to go get something to eat, but my body's telling me you ain't gonna make it. But at least I can get up in the morning and eat them. Even though I want to get up and go eat them now. I'm just tired. Boy, Bob. Exactly. You mean he's thinking with his people. Exactly. Don't burn down the place. No. She said she can cook with no problem. Not me, child. I wish I had her. Child, I can't do it. I would love to be like her. Just go ahead and cook and be up. I can't do it. I know me. Raven will go to sleep. I will go to sleep. The house be on fire. And I'm already talking. You get tired. And stop running. Because you're sleepy. So, excuse me. That was good talking to the ladies tonight. Thank you, ladies, for coming on here with me. I appreciated that. I really did. I really appreciate their spirits. They was two beautiful girls, and they came up here with me. I appreciate it. At least I don't feel alone. Well, I don't feel alone with y'all, of course. Is that? Oh, that's Janice. But I'm sleepy. And I want some. You know, oh, oh. Excuse me. Take care, gal. I'm going to get in the bed. Exactly, Janice. Until me. Okay, Mama. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you all. Not nosebleeds or nose run. Yeah, my nose starts running whenever I'm sleepy and I'm yawning and I'm just tired. All I'm gonna do is pass out. I probably I'm a I'm gonna take this and shut this off. Like what's big. I'm gonna leave the potatoes in the refrigerator. Lord Jesus, this is what I mean. I'm tired. I'm gonna leave the potatoes on the stove and I'm gonna cook them It probably come out. Oh, oh. Anyway, I wish I was there in person with you there. Child. Long as you could cook, I don't care. I'm tired though. The one thing about being home, I could take all these clothes off. I can lay in the bed naked. I know I'm not gonna keep my hair like this, that's for sure. I know I'm stressed out, but oh, this is what single people got. Anyway, it wouldn't be a video if I was to blow my nose. All right, love you all. I'm gonna lay down, y'all. I gotta pee the rest of this. Look out. Yeah. Yeah. And thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Yumi. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Gia. Is Gia on tonight? Thank you, 3000. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Janice. Let me put my glasses on. I gotta stop trying to read stuff out. Thank you, Smartly. Janice, Yumi, Kimberly. I'm trying to tell everybody thank you for coming on. Chosen. Who else I think I saw? Chosen. Okay. Tanya, January, Daisy. There go Tanya right here. Oh, Betty, Deshawn, Glenn. Glenn Mitchell. Why did that name sound familiar to me? Piper. Why do Glenn why do Glenn Mitchell sound familiar to me? Okay. That's everybody. That's all y'all. Thank y'all all for showing up. I just want to make sure I tell y'all thank you. Cause one thing I don't like to do is people come in your live, you can't even say good night or nothing. You just child. Y'all be doing the most. You can't even say hi, but yet still you ask about some give me some cash app money, child. At least speak. Remember you talked to Glenn a few days ago. God bless you, me. You know you talking to a brain dead person. Who is Glenn though? Is you talking about the military guy? Is that who you talking about? Is this his name? See, this is the thing that gets me. Y'all have one name on Facebook, I mean YouTube, another name on Instagram. I be knowing these names. That's is that the guy who said he want to be my boyfriend, Kimberly? And you me? Thank God, thank God we got y'all brain because we already know mine is out for lunch. We Ohio. He was on. Oh, he talked to me today. You mean and Kimberly? He told me to tell y'all hi. I told him y'all asked for him. He called me today. I talked to him today. I told him y'all was asking about him. He told me to tell y'all hi. He said, "Tell him I said hi." And he was in the chat room. You probably don't remember. So many knew that. Well, I got y'all to pull me the right direction. Cause I ain't gonna remember. I ain't gonna. Y'all know it. Y'all know. Y'all sister got a half a brain. Anyway, I love you all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm going to go get something. I'm so sleepy. I don't even know how to sound.